What's up, YouTube? It's your boy back at it again. You guys know I'm back at it again. Every time I fucking go and I come back, you guys say you're gonna stop me, but you can't stop me. I'm back at it again, and I'm bringing you guys the crazy content this morning. Starting off with a video by some of our favorite creators, Ab and Preach. Looks like they have another fucking video about Fresh and Fit. Let's see what they got into. Lately, these guys have been roasting these guys every single fucking day. Every single day they release a video. Every single day. I have to say, having Abba and Preach as your enemies is a fucking fatal flaw, because these guys are relentless. Every day they fucking capitalize on these guys' downfall. So let's drop right into it. Let's see what they have to say.
Do you know what happened?
So for those of you that are unaware, Nick Fuentes was arrested earlier today for battery. And this occurred after a...
Nick Fuentes was arrested for battery. Oh my goodness. Nick Fuentes doesn't look like he could even fucking kill a fly.
Woman went to his house after saying that she was going to go to his house and confront him as a neo-Nazi, etc. After the tweet, he made a tweet that went viral. I think it's like at 100 million now, where after Trump won, he put, "Your body, my choice forever." And obviously it got 100 million views on Twitter. It went crazy on TikTok. Girls were doing duets to it. They were all triggered and mad at him because he said this. And obviously it was kind of funny. But, you know, the left...
That is a crazy take, though. Man, these fucking instigators... But Nick Fuentes, I have to say, Nick Fuentes, I don't think he's a grifter. I think he really means everything he says. Homie's just crazy.
Didn't take well to it. So people
neo-Nazi
showed his family members. People were going to his house. People were mailing shit to his house, etc. So this woman decides to show up to his house and knock on a door. And Nick basically pushes her down the steps. It was like 2 steps. He pushes her down the steps and maces her. So he pushed her down, etc. And he took her phone.
What state was this in?
Ended up giving it back. Cops show up.
I would think this is Florida. In Florida, wouldn't he be able to fucking do the stand your ground,
etc. Now, a month or so later, he gets arrested for this, right? So probably a detective took on the case. They decided to prosecute him. He gets arrested. It seems like he's released now. It's a misdemeanor charge, just battery.
Did you see the video?
I think I saw a clip.
Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing?
Okay, never mind. I take everything I said back. I take everything I said back. He didn't even let her say anything.
Okay, so I didn't think much of it, because I mean, somebody going to somebody's place.
You open the door, you not, yeah.
To start problems, like
you yank that phone and everything and stuff.
But when I watched the video, first thing I did was laugh, because that shit happened quick. Second thing I said is, he's going to be charged for that.
Why'd you say that?
100%, because there's no fucking threat of violence against him. He opened the door, and as soon as he opened the door, he fucking bum rushed her. Like, my dude. Take a chill pill, man. I get that he probably doesn't want people coming to his fucking property and where he lives to harass him, but at the same time, she didn't do anything. Everything she did was fucking perfectly legal.
Because you can't do that. You can't just open your door and mace people.
Oh, yeah. I guess what you're saying.
She didn't even say nothing. I literally remember, I think I see her ring the doorbell. The door swings open. Motherfucker comes out. You know what I mean? It's like a ferret. Just, right?
Hi. Oh my God! What are you doing?
And the moment he sprays her,
like a ferret, like a fucking skunk.
Yeah. Just spray the shit out.
He did come up with some fucking wild energy. She's lucky he didn't come out with a fucking gun and just shoot her. You know this guy's unhinged. Why would you go to the house of an unhinged person because of something they said on the internet?
Spicy skunk.
You see the phone
That's
fall
a
down.
fire name for weed.
He
Anyways,
yanks the phone, it goes right in, and people are like, "Oh, fuck around, find out, find out." In my head, I'm like, you can't do that. And you know, if he would have used a gun, for example, he'd be going to jail for murder.
Yeah,
not premeditated.
100%.
Manslaughter probably, but he definitely going to jail for that. And the reason being is
you can't open the door and spray people.
Oh well, castle doctrine, this and that. No, she didn't make a threat to him. She didn't say she was gonna hurt them. You can't just open your door and because you don't want someone on your property, you can harm them. That's not the way the law works.
Then she said that she was about to go to her house.
Yeah, she announced it.
It doesn't matter if she announced that she's gonna go to his house. She didn't fucking do anything when she pulled up. So originally I was with him, but now that I see the video, I'm like, no, ain't no way.
No, she's going in the house. You're allowed to do that. If people think that this kind of stuff is illegal, do you know how often paparazzi would get blasted legally?
Oh yeah.
And I hate the paparazzi. And I part of me wishes they would get blasted.
Hey, good morning, Kanye.
Shut the fuck up.
But you can't do that. That's not the way self-defense works.
You waking up on your property to go turn on your open your garage and there's a paparazzi waiting for you Talking about Good Morning Kanye, that's crazy. They ain't right for that one.
Any of this stuff works. There is no law in place where you show up on someone's property, they can just blast you without warning. Imagine if that's the case. Everybody who knocks on a random door, you know, and basically
Homie said, Good Morning Kanye.
asks for direction, blast them. You're afraid, blast. That's not the way it functions.
Not surprised.
My question is, what force did she apply to him directly? What force?
She came right up to his front door.
That's not force. That's ding dong.
Is Myron stupid? I thought Myron was ex-law enforcement. Like, where does he get this take from? Talking about she came right up to his door. So what? He knows better than this. This guy fucking, he knows better than this. He's just fucking trying to get more controversial views, I bet.
Did this man say what kind of force he went?
You went to his door.
She went to his door.
She came right up to his front door.
But what did she do? Forcefully. Because imagine this, right? So someone walks up to you, they didn't do nothing, you hit them. Who's in trouble? You, right?
Well, she did make a threat right before on YouTube saying, not on YouTube, on Facebook saying like, I'm going to go confront him, whatever.
And do what?
Yo!
Damn.
Yo, my guy!
Is that fresh?
Okay, coconuts!
Okay, Coconuts is fucking wild. Man, Fresh always be catching some strays out here, man.
Coconuts!
Okay, Coconuts.
Barbados.
Yo, we in Barbados!
We in Barbados.
Let's go to Barbados!
I don't know why we wearing jackets in Barbados.
No!
But
we're
coconuts in Barbados.
Yay!
Okay.
Let's go, coconuts!
Yay!
Okay, and
Having these guys as an enemy is the worst thing you can fucking do.
Damn.
Because they ain't gonna fucking let go.
I never thought I'd say this. Okay, coconuts.
Yeah, that's gonna be a new line.
Okay, Coconuts is crazy.
Coconuts.
I need a bounty bar. Where's that shit at?
We don't know. And he didn't know.
But if someone's talking to you and you hit them and they didn't touch you, is that self-defense?
Well, why wait and find out?
But okay, isn't self-defense you defend yourself when they attack you?
Yeah, she went to his house.
But she didn't attack him.
Doesn't matter. Went to his house. You don't
Damn.
know what she's going to do.
Fresh is getting fucking big brain over here.
I wouldn't chance it either. Someone shows up at your front door that you don't know on some weirdo shit. Like, yeah, you first thing you did was create distance right away.
Making distance is closing the door.
100%.
Macing her is not making distance. It's an assault. The distance is the door.
Yeah. Okay, hold on. Just let Fresh do his thing, bro. Let Coconuts go.
Coconuts, go!
What up, my sugar
Man, these
baby?
guys ain't right for that, man.
Give you
They
what
ain't
you
right for
need
that.
Whenever you're gonna be stranded
Okay,
on
let's
that
skip
boat
the
with
fucking
Fresh and
ad
Fit
copy.
on the next boat party. Yeah, it's gonna be boring. The boys are gonna be able to enjoy content. From
How
the
long is this
country
fucking
world.
ad copy?
Whether it's
Jesus
Russia,
Christ.
wherever you're
Hold on.
Pushed her off the
If
thing.
someone comes to my door, I don't know. I'm not opening the door. Period. Listen, I'm not saying that what he did wasn't justified because of his actual threats and all that stuff. I'm just saying she didn't attack him directly. So they can argue and say, listen, she didn't even touch him.
Damn, Fresh is spitting the fuck. Fresh has. I mean, the thing is that Myron has the fucking law degree. He fucking ex-law enforcement, ex-FBI. But Fresh is here spitting him. Fresh is fucking showing him who's who. Who's who.
He pushed her and maced her.
Good.
And in the court,
I
Hope
think
he said
he's
good.
lucky that he only did that.
That's not the question, bro. That's not the question.
Hold on. Fresh cooking right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he cooking it with coconut oil.
I know.
Yeah, do his thing.
and in the court, they're going to argue, oh, it's an old lady that's one of them? Oh, you're cooked.
I think if
It's an old lady that's one of them. What do you mean by that?
he has a halfway competent lawyer, he'll be able to. Because, bro, you've been getting death threats. Someone shows up at your house. Are you going to sit there and chance it like, oh, yeah, let me open the door and see what she's going to do? No, then it gave her the Spartan kick, bro. You know, like.
Sorry, boss. Just because you begin threats doesn't mean you can mace everyone who knocks at your door.
100%.
If that was the case, do you understand how many people I could fucking mace?
You just have to do the Haitian thing,
Abba said, I'm about to mace everybody.
which in Creole we call it,
Everybody in this bitch getting maced. I'm about to hit everyone with the fucking bear spray.
Wezette.
Yeah.
The Wezette is really simple. Knock, knock, knock. Where's it? I mean, that's what we say. And then you ask, I'm this person, I'm that. And then you're not opening the door.
Also,
And then you call the cops. This person is trespassing.
you have
The first thing he should have fucking done was just call the cops and not open the door. Like, what the hell is this old lady gonna fucking do? Bust down his door? So that's not gonna fucking stand in fucking court of law. Like, he can't defend himself. Say it was castle doctrine or self-defense. Nobody's fucking buying that.
To understand, the defense he's using is essentially the same defense he could use for your gun. Do you think it's a reasonable response that if you get a death threat, anybody who knocks at your door, you can just open the door and shoot them?
You
guys know that's crazy.
That's
it's
crazy.
no different.
I'ma Swiss cheese your ass if you show up here, boy. I'ma Swiss cheese your ass. Looking around with the YNs. I'm gonna Swiss cheese your ass, boy.
For Mason, you cannot do that. If you think Mason is okay, that means that if I can shoot everybody who knocks at my door.
I think Fresh is right.
Gonna open up that door blasting. Brr, 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 brr.
The mailman shows up, and my mailman here, especially with Amazon, they don't have an outfit that's clear.
No, they don't.
They look like regular Joe Schmoes. I see a door knock, I open it, I just shoot the guy.
Because I had death threats. You can't do that. Even if you live in Florida.
I think this speaks volumes to where we are in America. And what I've realized ever since the George Floyd riots and Minneapolis being burned down to the ground, there's been an enormous amount of pressure on DAs and law enforcement to
Fresh has the arms crossed. He ain't buying it. He ain't buying what you selling, Myron.
take cases criminally that get national news or notoriety. And obviously, if you Google Nick, the left doesn't like him, right? They label him as a racist, whatever racist pejorative term you want to use, right? All these things.
This man's in a sunken place.
Yes.
He lives there. So they label him as crazy. The man calls himself a racist. He says whites are superior, blacks are inferior.
There's the people labeling them.
Okay.
Not him.
People are saying they're going to kill you. People are mailing things to your house. People are texting you randomly. People are blowing up your phone. You're on edge. You don't know if people are coming up to you to say, hey, I love your content, or they're trying to attack you. So obviously, someone will walking up.
So obviously, when you see them, you pull out your fucking 9, you blast them. Right? Makes perfect fucking sense.
To his front door, he's like, what the fuck? He's going to be on alert, especially during that period of time. So the DA's office and wherever he lives probably felt pressure to go after him. I mean, at the end of the day, this is him kicking down a 50-year-old plus woman who's an idiot and doesn't understand that there are consequences. Don't and show up to someone's house. But you look at who Nick is, you look at the press that he has, then you look at the woman, they're going to be like, you know what, let's go ahead and just like, prosecute this case. He's probably more than likely I think he's going to beat this case with a half competent lawyer. He'll be able to articulate like, look, this is self-defense. This woman came to his fucking door, blah, blah, blah. But I think where we are now as a nation is they'd rather prosecute first, ask questions later, and then let the person get exonerated.
Myron's crazy if he thinks that that's going to fucking stand in court. Plus, it's a 50-something-year-old woman. It's not even like a young man showed up at his house or some shit. It was a fucking old lady. And you're behind a fucking door, dude. There was no reason to open the fucking door. You could even pull a fucking Mr. Burns. Release the hounds!
By a jury of their peers. If they walk, at least they can say, look, we prosecuted it. Y'all can't burn the city down. We did our job. And I think this
Release the hounds, Smithers.
Yes, it's not a black person, a police officer, but you got a white male who has conservative viewpoints with a feminist woman who's also one of them, right? So,
oh my god, he said one of them, and then he fucking hit the bell. You know what he's trying to say, right? This guy's so anti-Semitic sometimes, man. Jesus Christ.
Smart.
He's one of them.
Directly. Because now they got him that direct.
And also keep in mind, people were mailing his shit to his house. So
why open up the door?
He don't know what she was doing. Like, hey, don't drop shit off at my front door.
If I see somebody that I don't know or trust, nigga, I'm opening no damn door. Like, bro, you might kind of shoot me. So if that's the case, like, okay, listen. I'm thinking logically here. If I'm in danger from threats and people saying they can do shit to me, why open up the door? Cool. He opened the door. What do you want? Push and mace.
But remember, people were mailing him a bunch of like poop boxes and shit like that.
Yo, imagine if in his world, your kid might be
gonna do, stop him?
They go to knock at somebody's door, and because that person received a death threat in the past, they can shoot your kid.
But that already happened. When the kid was lost and he went to the and the person came out, they got
Preachers like, but that already happened, man. In America, you can't make this shit up, man. There's always some crazy shit happening.
They didn't even do that. They shot him through the door. They shot the kid through the door. That person is going to jail now.
Yeah.
There's plenty of times where people are like, well, she was on my property. It was one time it was like an Uber Eats delivery person. I think they had the wrong door, whatever it was. The old lady just shot her. She going to jail. You can't do this. Let's go watch.
Now, granted, I think the issue here is that he lives in Illinois. If he did this in Florida, he would have been fine.
My problem is she didn't forcefully attack him.
Oh, Nick Fuentes lives in Illinois? Wasn't expecting that. I thought he lived in Miami.
Or in any case, incite violence to him, and he attacked her first. So
she stepped on his property.
Doesn't matter. She didn't physically attack him.
Doesn't matter. She shouldn't be there.
Is there a sign saying don't trespass? No.
Imagine this was a
Damn. Fresh is getting fucking. He's rebelling. He's trying to fucking leave the plantation.
Yo, Fresh mopped the floor with us.
Yo,
Fresh mopped the floor with us.
okay,
Crazy.
Fresh, if this is how you behave with that sugar baby, I understand why she liked you. That's crazy. I understand why she let. That's crazy. Actually, you know what? No, it's still crazy that she let you do that shit. But you know what? Don't matter. Fresh, I'm proud of you. If you need another sugar baby contact, holla at your boy. I know something. You earned it. You earned yourself some sugar. I never thought I'd see the day.
Man, having these guys as a fucking enemy is your first mistake.
Coconuts are
Because these guys make videos about you every day.
Standing up. Nah, I'm just kidding.
Hey,
Let's go coconuts.
One video is not going to undo the years of coconuts.
No. You're still coconuts.
Yeah, but you know what? Coconuts is still crazy. Because, you know, coconuts kill a bunch of people every year?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they just be falling from the trees and hit people on the head and they murder them.
Bunks.
Crazy.
Bunks. And from that height, and coconuts are a very hard shell.
Yeah.
They just straight up murk people.
Yup.
Crazy. So don't play with coconuts, man. They can be deadly sometimes. If you're not paying attention once a year.
That fucking graphic was
And
ridiculous.
Myra's getting his taste. Anything else?
Bunks.
Damn, guys. It's
Bunks.
2025 looking crazy. 2025 looking crazy. We got Fresh looking different. Standing up to Myra.
And he took his time. I appreciate the fact that you took your time to say that, to
Yeah.
elaborate what you got to say. You took some. Let me go back. Let me go. I appreciate that. Okay.
Bam.
Okay. Real talk. I'm not even. We're not even clowning.
Yeah.
Okay.
All the people who said Fresh was
like we're
useless,
not even
maybe he's been
clowning.
the brains of this whole operation the whole time.
It starts to look like it.
I like how her content's changed. It went from like debates and like hating on these niggas to now all of a sudden be like, we're proud of you, kid.
No, but if someone makes sense, it makes sense. That's it.
That's it.
And if you make sense, you make dollars. Good job.
Remind me never to get on the fucking bad side of ABBA and preach. Because once you're on their fucking bad side, these motherfuckers are relentless, man. Every single week they drop 3-4 fucking videos on Fresh and Fit. And they're not letting up, man. They're not letting up. They're not letting these guys fucking escape the fucking retribution.
In the comments below, could you guys
Fuck.
believe it?
God damn.
Could you guys believe it? I'm so proud of you.
Hey, drop a let's go coconuts in the chat right now.
Let's go coconuts in the chat. It's crazy.
Coconuts.
Them boys ain't right for that. Jesus Christ. Next video on the list is just a follow-up about the Haktua girl
Haktua girl is finally
and
awake
her
after
legal
2 weeks of
situation.
abuse.
I was waiting to hear back to find out if she was really going to get sued. Apparently she is. If you guys are not aware of the situation, this bitch created a crypto coin and
After
stole
going
millions.
96% of the
What is up with this? Why is it buffering? Having some technical difficulties here, guys. Here we go.
people, millions of dollars. What is the first thing you do? You go to sleep.
There's an actual like
Hey
source
guys,
of income.
I hate to interrupt you, Nick. Well, hello there. But
Yeah.
anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Okay. Into
The bitch said, "Anywho, I'm gonna go to bed, and I'll see you guys tomorrow." I'm like a fucking chipmunk. Alvin the fucking chipmunk. Except that she, instead of stealing nuts, well, she probably steals nuts too. But instead of stealing fucking nuts, she steals millions of dollars.
I guess for
The non-investors laughed. The investors punched the screen with their forehead, all angry because they trusted. They believed in the Haktua and they thought it is going to Haktua to the moon, thinking she's going to Haktua money out of her ass, but instead she Haktua in their face. But thankfully, hope has been restored because she responded, and her response to this whole thing is just I have no words for this. Now, from this first sentence, she fucked it. I take this situation extremely seriously. Ms. Tua,
Oh my
you should have
God.
came out and said that, sorry if it took too long, we were investigating to see what the fuck is going on, but instead, I take this situation very... No, you don't. You literally just went to sleep. And I want to address my fans, okay? The
Does she really have
investors
fans
wanted
still? That's what I want to know. Who the fuck is a fan of the Hawk Tua girl?
affected and the broader community. I am fully cooperating and I am committed to assisting the legal team representing the individuals impacted, as well as help to uncover the truth, hold the responsible parties accountable, and resolve this matter. What do you mean by that? What do you mean resolve this matter? Does this mean that you're going to be giving the millions of dollars that was taken back to the people? Is that what you're saying? Now, if you actually lost money investing in this and your hopes are a little bit there, it's getting higher because she said that she's going to cooperate with the legal team and she's going to resolve this matter and catch the the thieves by the ear. I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but shut up, you will never see that money in your life again. It is not going to happen. Resolve.
If you thought, I mean, honestly though, he has enough plausible deniability that it doesn't affect her. It affects the guys who are running the fucking actual crypto, and those guys are shady as hell. They're probably not even in the United States. The company was open overseas in the Bahamas. This bitch don't give a fuck, man. If you guys think, like he said, if you think you're gonna get your money back, keep on waiting. I mean, maybe you might get a percentage of it back years and years from now, 5-6 years from now, but I wouldn't count on it. I wouldn't hold my breath.
Of this matter, this is what they all say. Logan Paul has been trying to give back the people their money for the past fucking 2 years now. If you have experienced losses related to this, please contact Berwick Law using the link below. And you click on the link. Did you lose money in crypto? Please join the open investigation. No, I'm sorry. No, I was fooled. No, this, no, that. No, I didn't take nothing. I don't even.
Why would she?
She is the one who wrote this, but the legal team or the people who, her public, I don't know what the fuck they're called.
PR.
To represent you in public, these celebrities, apparently she's a celebrity now. They did a horrible.
That's the craziest part about it is, apparently she's a celebrity now. Apparently. You fucking dumb fucks, man. I say it in every fucking video I do about this bitch. You guys choose these people, and then you want to complain about these people. Do better.
Job with this. No accountability. I take this extremely serious. No, you don't. At least say, I'm sorry, I wasn't aware of this whole thing, because this is what people are thinking. And now she's coming and fucking saying that I take this seriously. The people behind it, they're going to be, we are going to solve this situation, and hopefully, everything will go back to normal so we can go back to the Talk to a podcast. If she literally would have said, hey, look, I wasn't aware, I apologize for this, I'll help the legal team, here's the link, we're gonna work together with this, it would have been much better for her. Now obviously this is not enough for everyone still has a lot of questions. Did she take it? Was she a part of it? A lot of things, right? And if you're new here to this channel as well, I'm actually a journalist myself with a certificate. And when it comes to interviewing people, I barbecue them. I know what questions exactly to ask. And I did in fact ask Haley, just when she posted this, I asked her a couple questions and I am still waiting for a response. Now let's go over this together. The strategy that I use is...
Homie said, hi Haley, big fan over here. Oh my, he's glazing. I hawk two on that like every time you post something. I watch all your videos. I even picture your face when I make love. That's how much I believe in the Hawk Tua. This guy, bro. It's probably gonna read it, so just let him read it.
Do not go all angry. You need to be warming yourself into it, just like in a date. You go, you have a good time. You don't take out your dick or fucking say what's your favorite sex position on a date. No, you warm up to it. There's chemistry, blah blah blah, and then you invite yourself to use their bathroom, and boom, you have a shakalaka boom boom night. So I did that at the beginning. So glad you woke up and responded. So I have a couple of questions regarding the Hawk coin. First question: did you do it? Straight to the point. You have to know what you want. Did you take more than the $125,000 which was given to you by the promoters, as your lawyer said? Second question I asked: can you show me your bank account balance? Now this is the
Yo. Hey, what's up, Timothy? Thanks for joining the chat. I'm doing okay, man. I still haven't got my car back yet. Still waiting to hear back from McLaren, Orlando. But other than that, I'm doing okay, man.
Part where they start to panic, and this is the part they usually change their send their balance to another bank account, because you put them on the spot and they don't know what to do. This is just sweating them a little bit. I know she's not actually going to show me her bank account, but this is just to getting in her mind. Third question I asked:
how about you, man? How are you doing?
Coin when you did zero research. Now when you're about to promote something to your audience, you need to do background checks on them to see how shady you are, especially if you're doing crypto. First of all, no influencer, content creator, YouTuber, whatever the fuck, should ever promote crypto to their audience.
Enjoying your Saturday morning, I hope.
is a big no-no. And like I said many times, if one day you see me promoting it to you, I am scamming you. Save this bit, clip this. I am scamming you, literally. But you should have enough knowledge about this, who these people are.
No, what do you mean by that? I just made 100K a week. Elaborate. I'll be right back.
Check their histories. I don't know if they did. Maybe she claims that her team did, but they found out that they're clean. They have a good history and blah, blah, blah. Or all she saw was $125,000 that she's getting just to promote a coin. So why the fuck not, right? The Hawk Tuo coin was very much expected. If you look at her Hawk Tuo podcast, you hit with like 2-3 ads a video about the betting better. It's called Better, where you bet on football NFL championships and shit. And the way she said it, win 2,000 times your money, win this, it's the easiest way, the most enjoyable thing. The way she promotes it, she doesn't know shit. She just has to say these things, and she doesn't give a fuck what's gonna happen to her reputation, what's gonna happen to their community once they start betting on this thing. It's just promoting gambling, which I'm very much against. And obviously with the fourth question, it was a very important question. When's the next hot
my ears were itching.
podcast? Over here, I'm reverse psychologying her. She's like, wait, is he investigating me or is he a fan? And obviously number 5 was just a personal question. What the fuck is it?
Yeah, it's just a recap. So I already made a video about the original situation, but now she's getting sued. She responded to the lawsuit, and he's just going over the recap.
Airdrop Web 2 has been bothering me since last night. I still don't. I really hope if she doesn't answer any of it, at least she'll answer the Airdrop Web 2 one, which we went over in yesterday's video. Now, 3 hours of this being posted, he has already 10,000 people shitting on her.
I honestly don't think anything's gonna happen to her at all. Nothing's gonna happen to this chick.
Or making fun of her. None of it is positive, as far as I know, right? Now, just like Dr. Disrespect, she should make a
Other than the hate that she's gonna get, but I feel like she was promoted for being a fucking clown from the beginning, so it's not really all for this kind of fucking lolcow. All fucking publicity is good publicity for them.
a second tweet addressing it more and apologizing and, coming clean about it at least, right? She probably will if she has people suing her directly, but this is just not enough. She's acting like she's not accountable for this because the people she was working with, they're the one who screwed all of us, including her herself and her whole reputation, obviously. She is 100% at fault in this. Don't say, oh, poor girl, no, I don't know what happened. They taken advantage of her. Even this billionaire Mark guy was like, oh no, she had no experience at all. Poor girl, they take it. Shut up. If it's like that today, I'm going in and launching your crypto and boom, scammed, and be like, oh my god, I didn't know, I have no idea, but here's a link for the legal team and I am fully cooperating and fully supporting. Now, was she really involved in the whole rock pool, or she had no idea and she was taking advantage of? We'll never know, unless we have CoffeeZilla investigating the shit out of this, going in places where she allows him to go, because I believe he's the only one who can bring the truth out of this. Now, let's say she is not.
Shouldn't have touched
know
this.
about this, right? How is she going to make this right? I only see one way of making this whole thing right. It's very public, as the lawyer of, I don't know if it was the lawyer or the public, whatever, message CoffeeZilla and CoffeeZilla.
Shouldn't have touched that. Now it's like uneven.
Said that she got paid $125,000 and 50% of the fees. Now, the fees, we don't know if she got it or not. Fees is like $1 million.
I don't know what I did to this mic.
Let's talk about that $125,000. The only way I see her to save her reputation, save a little bit of face, to have a chance of her career surviving, or let's say her image, because I think her career is going to survive either way. Just she's going to lose a lot of fans, but it's still going to go on because there's some still brain rot people who are still going to support her and be like, I don't care about that. Say Hoktor, please. The only way I could see she could save a little bit of her image is to give that $125,000 back to the people. Whoever lost their money, apologize, go full 10-tweet apologization, and go with it. But for all we know, she might have taken the 50% of the fees. The thing is, we need CoffeeZilla to actually talk.
I don't know what I did to this headset.
Have everything recorded, have everything live, and see what happens next. But this was her response, or the lawyer talking to her ear, or it was the lawyer typing, whatever, response to this whole thing. But anyways, as usual, let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Like and subscription if you're new here. Take it easy. I'll see you at the next one.
Not even.
Well, it's safe to say this moment really destroyed Marquise Brown.
This Marquise Brown situation, I heard about it. Somebody was telling me about it, but I think that it's completely unfair. But I guess this is what happens when your audience is a bunch of fucking virtue signaling assholes. But now they're hating on this guy big time.
Brownlee's image for a large portion of the internet, as he's still
Buffering. Jesus Christ, what is up with my fucking Google Chrome? I switched to Google Chrome from Safari because Safari was hitting the bed during live streams, and now my Google Chrome is also doing the exact same thing. Actually worse. Come on, don't mess with me.
dealing with the ripple effects of this massive mistake here. Dude was simply one blur effect away from not having to deal with any of this. But now, people have seemingly filed a bunch of requests for police body cam footage of his various traffic stops. So the dude's been caught, so now people are looking for more evidence of this behavior. So how do we get here? Well, on November 11th, Marquise dropped a video titled "Do Not Try at Home." And this upload was essentially just a video ad for the DJI action cameras. And in this video, he had a small clip of him absolutely ripping it in a Lamborghini Revolto. From 20 miles an hour to 96 in a 30 mile an hour zone.
Cam if you want.
There we go. All right. Slow, caution for kids there. There's the 35 mile an hour speed limit sign.
Oh, wow. How fast is he going?
He's now at 54. Oh, right.
Oh, shit. 91.
Oh, and then you have a school crossing sign right ahead there as well. Oh, boy.
It's the weekend, though. What is that, a Revuelto? Yeah.
And the clip cuts at 96 miles an hour, but it looks like he was still accelerating, so who knows where he went. But obviously people are upset. You had the drive slow, kids are playing sign, you had the 35 mile an hour speed limit, and then the school crossing sign. So I mean, it's safe to say it did not take the viewers long at all to question, dude, what are you doing here? So he then used the YouTube editing tool and removed that chunk from the video, which is fair because in general, he shouldn't be promoting this behavior on his platform. But either way, people kept talking about it on Twitter until he responded. And it did so in the following manner.
People are so
Last video
weird,
I
man.
did was pretty stupid. You might have seen it, but maybe not. So I'll address it here. There was a clip of the action cam of me test driving a car and going way too fast. Absolutely inexcusable and dangerous.
But as you can tell, when the car YouTubers do this, nobody cares. It's because this guy's audience is full of normies. And the normies freak out over everything. And him apologizing is just going to make it worse.
I've since cut it out of the video with YouTube's editor tool. I also understand that this looks like I'm covering it up, but I think it's the right thing to do. There's no reason to leave that clip in. There was no reason to include it in the first place, and I would never want to make it seem okay by leaving it in the video. I'm well aware of the Streisand effect, and I know everything on the internet lives forever, but I think that's the best decision right now. All I can do is apologize and promise never to do anything close to that stupid again. That's a terrible example to set, and I'm sorry for it. I mean, overall, if you're going to like rate an apology, that's a pretty good apology. As far as apologies go, especially when it comes to YouTubers, he admits fault, he keeps it short and simple, and he hasn't done anything like it again, at least. So it seems genuine. But also, I mean, apologizing doesn't just automatically fix your problems. And this was definitely a massive eye-opener for him as how quick the crowd turned on him. Because I mean, just a few months prior, he was one of the most talked about people on Twitter or X, and people were cheering him on because he was criticizing companies like Humane AI and Rabbit R1 for their two different early AI tech consumer products. And they deserve the criticism, hence why he was cheered, for it was very valid criticism. But the first cracks in his armor, that happened when he dropped a monthly subscription wallpaper app after going at these like massive tech startups criticizing their stuff. But also he kind of had it coming, because when he launches a product, there's going to be a lot of eyeballs on it because he's been very critical of other products. So obviously there was a lot of anticipation that when he finally drops a product, it's going to be really good. The only problem was his product is very mediocre at best, and people were mainly criticizing it because he was being very critical about these two AI apps, basically because he didn't feel like the value for the money was quite there yet. And then he goes on to drop something that's kind of mediocre and that you can make the same argument for. But overall, I don't think he's scammy for this wallpaper app. It's just an app that supports his team and various artists. If you want to support these artists and his team, you can buy the app or pay for the subscription for the app. If you don't enjoy the team or the artists or their art, yeah, it's not for you. But before this, like
people just want to complain, man. That's the thing. And when you cave into the people who are complaining, that's when you get screwed over. You should just ignore them. Yes, Timothy says people nowadays are fucking soft. 100%. They're too soft, but also the people reacting are too soft. Like, if it was me and this happened to me, I would just ignore it. Ignore them. You give them more power when you fucking cave in.
Of he could make or break a startup. So obviously there was a lot of eyeballs on whatever he was going to build. And it's pretty simple. Like, his product just could not meet that expectation. But going back to the driving incident in the Lambo, you can excuse 96 miles an hour in a school zone. That's 154 kilometers an hour for the rest of the world. So the dude was moving. And I'm not going to sit here and say I've never sped before or never been pulled over for speeding before, because I've definitely been pulled over for speeding before. But most drivers understand the time and place about this. A school zone in the daytime isn't the place to punch it in your car. Save that for the highway on-ramp when there's like no traffic. Because no matter how you look at it, tripling the speed limit in a school zone, then self-reporting it on your YouTube channel, that's just incredibly stupid and a whole new level of brazen. And I mean, the comments of his...
The other thing is, remember that he was going super fast and all that stuff in the windshield was blurry. So that means people are stopping the video frame by frame. Fucking see where he's at, how fast he was going, if he's in a school zone or not, what the speed limit is. In my opinion, those people are just pathetic, man. Live and let live, bro.
Video really reflects this. Oh lol, they cut the driving segment out quick. And it's gone from the video. His team jumped on that real quick. The second time being flamed by comments in 1 year. Damn, it's getting serious. Editing out crime doesn't make it disappear. He's out of touch. He lives in his own bubble where driving 96 miles an hour in a school zone is just a lack of value to the video. Yikes. Bro slammed the pedal to the metal in a school zone for a sponsor video. How can you stoop so low in a single video? Do a fully sponsored ad, I mean video, commit a felony, cut out the...
Let me say, is it a felony? Well, I guess it depends on what state it is. But he has to keep in mind that people are always going to be... He probably always has haters, but they have nothing to really hate on because his fucking content is so bland. So the moment they get a chance to hit on it, they're going to jump on it like fucking ants on a fucking grasshopper. I don't know what to say, man.
The felony part, try to sweep it under the rug because it added nothing to the video. It started from a
ants on
$50
sugar
to an ultra expensive wallpaper app, and now the tripling of a speed limit in a school zone. My man is falling from grace. Yeah, the tripling the speed limit in the school zone is by far the worst offense here. Marcus doesn't seem to realize that his single greatest asset is people perceived him as always being real. Doing sponsored videos like this completely undermines that. That is true. He is a tech review channel and he's doing a full-on how my video gear is changing. I guess that's the second title. So maybe there's more at play here. But either way, now the whole internet, after they saw the first speeding clip that he self-reported on, they're now filing body cam requests of all the other police stops. And it's unfortunate for him because this is a can of worms that he opened himself. And I mean, hey, if they're just normal speeding tickets have gone 20 to 30% over the speed limit, I don't think it's that big of a deal because people get caught speeding every day. I mean, like, it's a very normal traffic ticket offense. As long as you're not recklessly driving and putting other people's lives in danger, it isn't a super big deal. But 96 in a school zone is beyond reckless. That is outrageous. That is laughably stupid. But okay, so let's see. Here we have the first incident. He was stopped for his tints and he forgot his license. But he was respectful. And for having too much tint without a DMV exemption, he was given a fine.
I stopped you. You have a lot of tints on your vehicle. Did it come like that or? No.
This thing is driving me fucking crazy.
Is a big nothing burger. Second clip though, that doesn't make him look great. At least it happened before the Lambo incident, but he was caught speeding doing 59 miles an hour in a 25.
I'm stopping you from on 59 at 25, okay? I'm sure you knew that already.
Come on, Marcus. You slip up in your video, you expose to the world your reckless driving, and now the world is
Now it's driving me crazy.
of your speeding. But to add some context to this clip, the cop did say this.
It's a small fine of like $30, $55. We're good. Just be careful. I know it's the weekend. There's nobody on the road, but we're usually sitting, right?
So, I mean, at least the cop acknowledged
car was
that no one was there on the road. But that definitely doesn't excuse it. And by looking at the comments of this video, there's a...
What kind of car was that?
So, I mean, at least the cop acknowledged that no
Porsche?
one was there on the road. But that definitely...
Just be careful. I know it's the weekend. There's nobody on the road, but we're usually sitting.
It's a Porsche.
So, I mean, at least the cop acknowledged that no one was there on the road, but that definitely doesn't excuse it. And by looking at the comments of this video, there's a lot of people extremely upset with him. And then you have the third clip here where he was pulled over for his tints again.
The reason why you're being stopped is because your plate cover in the rear is illegal, your tints are illegal, you don't have a front plate, and your tinted windshield is also illegal.
Yeah, I mean, overall, the tints,
This is a
that would
bunch
just
of
be
bullshit.
stopped over and over again. But I don't see it as like a massive problem. And especially like celebrities, they want to have tinted vehicles because they just don't want the extra attention. And Marquez has like, what, 20 million subscribers on YouTube, so he is technically a celebrity. So it makes sense to me that he would want to risk the tickets for some extra privacy. Speeding that dramatically though, that's a lot harder to excuse though. Being over double the speed limit in a 25 isn't the best look, man. What is kind of surprising to me though is how many comments I see from people claiming that they enjoyed his content, but his speeding ruined it for them. So it really shows just how fragile social media images can be. And I've seen people say he might face criminal charges for this Lambo incident, but as of now, nothing's happened. So I don't think anything will really come from that. And I don't think in the long run, his career will be that much affected by this. Like, he's definitely not Jack Doherty bad for multiple reasons, because he didn't wreck. He didn't force his injured friend that he injured to film him while his friend...
Be right back, guys.
...did not care
Be
about
right
his
back.
friend at all.
I gotta fix this. This shit's so
worry about
uncomfortable
getting the good
now.
thumbnail and the good video so we can monetize it for views. So there's a clear difference there. Obviously, if Marquez hit someone, that would be a whole different conversation, but we're not talking about what ifs right now. So overall, yeah, he opened a massive can of worms with that video right there. And it seems like he ruined his perfect image with that video. But please let me know what you think in the comments down below. And other than that, there's only a few more days to get the limited edition Christmas collection over at Mat.City, which is the toy car mat company and mouse mat company that I started, where we took the nostalgic toy car mat and took it and made it to a city near you. Currently, we're doing a limited edition on the Santa's North Pole mat, and we also have mouse mats for that as well. We also have other designs like the moon base and DC, the Atozi mat that's behind me, New York City, we got LA, and a whole bunch more cities dropping soon. We also recently dropped Boston and Chicago. But other than that, if you're new here, feel free to subscribe, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Yeah. What? Got a new show for y'all. Hey, so this girl interviewed
Lily Phillips, this fine white woman.
Yeah, Lily Phillips, still planning for the 1,000-man challenge.
She actually prepped for this. Put the camera on me. She actually prepped by this. She did a little, did a what? Prep for it. She had 100dudes come in. Oh, but now she's gonna do 1,000. Prepping for the 1,000. Yeah. Because you just can't straight go in 1,000 tips. You gotta build your way up.
Now we're good. That was driving me crazy.
Tip endurance. You know, you just go from 0 to 1,000. You can't do that. You'll die. So, yeah, you got to get your tip endurance up. Yeah, so she goes to get interviewed by a journalist. Yeah.
Now, if you guys are just joining the stream, sorry, I had to step away for a second just because I was having some problems with the headset. It looks like we're watching the Hodge twins going over the chick that wants to have sex with 1,000 guys. We've covered this chick like 2 times on the channel already, but it just keeps getting worse and worse. So let's see what these guys have to say.
About this challenge she got coming up. She gonna take 1,000 tips. All right, let's listen to what she got to say. 1,000 mushroom tips.
Are you still planning to do what I've called the 1,000 man challenge?
The man challenge.
And then Timothy says, dude, I hate those types of people. They're so fucking fake. They hate him. Nope, not because of anything. Not because of that. Like, bro, they're like those damn Democrats that left their family just because they voted for Trump. LOL. I heard about this slut. She's gross.
Yeah. So my assistant's currently going through the 5,000 applications we have. They'll be getting, honestly, as quick as possible in, out. I just want a conveyor belt. We're maybe thinking most it'll be 17 hours.
So I saw the video of after you did the 100.
Yeah.
And you actually seemed quite distressed.
It was very stressful. I was extremely overwhelmed. A super long Hodge.
Why is this bitch on the Daily Mail UK? Like, why do they prop these kind of people up, man? This bitch should be shunned to the fucking outskirts of society, not put on fucking TV.
Stressful day. And then a camera crew probing me with questions for an hour. You know, it...
Probing her with questions that their whole fucking guts were probed by all those fucking dudes.
Like, that was kind of, if I'm honest, I wish I'd kind of set a boundary, because that was kind of the last thing I wanted, was just someone hammering me with questions after completing a really long, hard day. It's personal.
Can you imagine being guy number 999? No fucking self-esteem or self-worth. Man, you guys gotta do better, man. 100% gotta do better.
Certainly not how I would have told the narrative or how I would have edited it, but it definitely made for a very interesting watch.
Let's imagine trying to do 1,000 badges.
You die.
Up to 10, I'm like, I can't do this.
You'd fucking die.
I don't even think it's physically possible for a man to do that.
The crazy thing is she said that not all of them were going to have STD checks. So she's definitely putting herself out there to get a fucking STD.
You just got to make sure you don't ski. No, the rules is I just like 10 pumps. 10 pumps each. 10 pumps. You get 10 pumps. Getting in, I'm getting out, and I'm going on to the next. I wonder if each guy...
10 pumps is crazy.
But what's the point in doing it? They got to finish. If she didn't do a job, you got to do them. Well, not really. You got to do them. She wants 1,000.
Hey, yo, what's up, Maximus? Thanks for joining the chat, man. She said that they don't necessarily need to have the STD check. The ones that had STD checks were getting prioritized, but they don't need to actually have the STD check. I watched the whole video, the whole interview. I think I watched it on stream before I made that fucking edit that I released a few days ago. The thing is that this chick, she doesn't care, man. She doesn't care. That's the bottom line.
The tips don't have to, just the whole purpose is to get 1,000 tips. Yeah, I wonder if in the other one she did she wear protection? I don't think so. Wow. I guess that's why you got to fill out an application to ask you if you got AIDS or herpes.
And of course they're not going to lie, right?
Would disqualify you. I would think you would have to get tested too. Yeah. Yeah. What do you think that woman's doing?
I would like to see an interview of her parents to see what they fucking think about this. That's what I would want. I would pay to see that fucking interview, actually.
Doing this for? Why do you think she has to do this? It's a goal in her life. Why do you think that's...
That's a goal in her life. Is crazy. That's a bucket list wish.
Goals?
She was raised wrong. Her parents left her.
I can't. You would have to ask her that. Why don't you have her on your podcast and you can ask her that exact question?
That's a good idea. Invite her on the podcast. But you know
I have no idea why she's doing that.
It's validation. It's something that extreme. She's trying to fill a void. No, it's just validation for her as being pretty. 1,000 tips? Yeah, it's a validation. Did you hear what she said? We had over 5,000 applications. Made her feel good.
There's 5,000 men putting in an application.
They're not
to
accepting
slam
all
her.
applications.
Yeah, I think that validates her as being pretty and a woman.
You should already know that.
Well,
It validates her as being a fucking whore. That's for sure.
some women are a complicated beast. It's never enough.
Maximus says, bro, I'm working on a video. I filmed crap ton of content. Some with the gimbal. Was trying to practice and so much footage was useless, bro. I never been so frustrated when I tried editing a video. I just gave up. I'm trying to get something done right now. At least the car show is tomorrow, so I'm excited for that. Filming a YouTube video tomorrow. What happened? Why was the footage useless?
I think, you know what? I think it's two things.
Here we go.
She's looking for love in all the wrong places.
Man, that ain't got
might
nothing
be
to do with it. They ain't got nothing.
Or she likes. You think this woman's looking for love? That was gotta be one of the dumbest things you've ever said in your life. Why is it dumb? Who's looking for love like that?
Kevin always says the dumbest shit.
Maybe poor choice in words. Maybe she just wants attention. Maybe
that's a better way to put that.
Yeah,
that's a lot better.
Hey, but
looking for love.
I don't think they got.
Hey, don't you think about what you gonna say before you say it?
Well, maybe she is looking for love. That's
you
love.
ain't clean this up now. You double down.
No, that's a type of love.
It's a type of love.
That's what I'm trying to say. She's confusing love with having relations.
Attention.
She's confusing love with validation.
She's looking for love in all the wrong place. A lot of women, when you have a relationship with, they say, man, he really loves.
Yeah, bro, the Hodge twins, I've been watching them for years, man. For years and years and years.
I wonder if she has dreams about head. Like head on the shaft.
Hey, what are we talking about, Kevin?
I bet she see all kinds of heads. That's crazy, man. I wonder if this is going to...
I know her dad's happy.
Hey, Key, I wonder if this...
What do you think her dad's thinking?
Will you shut up for a second?
No, let's talk about daddy for a while.
What daddy
What do you
got
think
to do
daddy
with
is?
this? She's a grown woman. She's an adult. What she does, her body, her
If
choice.
my daughter was doing that, I'd be knocking her door down like, what the hell is wrong with you? You don't believe in freedom, huh?
That's too much.
That's too much.
That ain't freedom. That's stupidity.
I was being sarcastic.
You had the freedom. No, you've been saying a lot of stupid stuff in this show. You need to get it together.
No, I was being facetious. What are you talking about? Of course, I would be upset if my daughter did that.
Her mom sucks too.
I was gonna say that with the gimbal, Maximus, it takes practice, man. I have a SR4 gimbal, I think is what it's called. The big one from DJI. And it takes practice in the beginning, bro. But once you get it down, that's when the fucking clips are gonna be fucking fire. I promise you.
Dude. You know what? You know what, Keith?
That's where it started from.
You know what they say? The apple don't fall too far from the tree. Maybe her parents.
Kevin always be saying the dumbest shit, man.
When it comes to skeeting.
Her parents are probably some fucking
No, she's
something from a home life called
She's a
drug fucking people.
She loves doing this.
Low class fucking druggies.
1,000 dudes. I love vag, but I can't do 1,000 vags in a day.
I could.
No, you can't.
Just 5 pumps each. Like, oh man. Then go to the next one. Oh man, this is better. Oh man, this one sucks. Oh wow, this is really good.
These fucking guys, man.
Man, go to this one. Oh, ooh, this is another good one. You know, as soon as you go in, you know if it's good or not.
I know. Especially when you got a condom on, you go and say, oh man, this feels so good. Do they feel like I'm wearing a condom? I'm like, hey girl, I'm gonna go and take this condom off.
Oh my fucking god. These niggas be dumb as hell, man.
Yeah, I hate condoms. But then you use the condom right, you do the right thing. You go say, oh man, it feels this good without a condom. Man, I'm taking this off.
How about you, Chris?
I ain't never did that.
I did it.
I did that like 3 times.
I never did
hey girl, man, I'm gonna go and take this condom off.
Nah, man.
These guys are wildin', bro.
Think about it though.
Did that post?
I ain't gonna lie, that shit has happened to me too.
I got AIDS now. That post nut clarity.
Let me say, I got AIDS now.
I still retain the same level of anxiety when I'm having sex. So I'd be thinking like, okay, if I take it off, I'm definitely getting hit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I got
By the way, Maxis says, I thought I could nail it fairly quickly because I'm pretty stable with my hands, but it actually not as easy as I thought it'd be. Due time, I will get better though. My content definitely gonna skyrocket. And then Timothy says, dude, it's not just her, it's also the damn dudes that are fucking crackheads too. They get no pussy in their life. 100%. And they're and is there actually a difference with no condom? Just curious. Whoa, Timothy, how old are you? Before we answer that question.
Man, you bring the condoms, right? Man, I ain't using it. Deep like you wake up, you're like, man, I know I got AIDS.
18. Well, yeah, there's definitely a difference. There's definitely a difference.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, post-nut clarity. When you need it, you don't care. Yeah. But after you bust, as soon as you bust, you're like, oh, I should have did this. Good luck to you, girl. Show's over.
These guys are funny as fuck,
I
man.
didn't get the AIDS, though.
If you guys never checked out the Hodge twins, I recommend them. I've been watching this channel since I was a teenager.
But I didn't get it. Man, you know what? To this day, man, them some damn good walls. I stuck that.
Okay. Next video is a overview of FitX Fearless, one of our fucking one of the guys we fucking love to hate on. The name of the video is The Next Andrew Tate. Reaction to FitX Fearless. What just happened? Let's see. I've never seen these guys before. They just showed up in my fucking feed. I clicked on their video, so let's check it out and see what they're gonna say.
Friends and homies, my name is Rich. My name is Mike. Welcome back to What Just Happened. Today we're gonna react to FitX Fearless.
This is like a discount internet daily. Internet daily news.
He's on TikTok. Basically wants to make men's lives better and make them more attractive to women. So typical red pill guy, get money, get fit, get bitches. That's basically
get money, get fit, get bitches.
Yeah, that's basically
that's
what
the
you have
summary.
to be a successful man, apparently.
Yeah, that's true.
Get shredded, get bitches.
That's
24/7.
That's it.
What do I do if I have a small?
Listen, bro. First, you need to accept that you have a small. Because a lot of men don't want to accept it.
You know what pisses me off though? That all of the people who react to this guy's content, they always react to the same fucking clips. Stop being lazy. Just go to his page, fucking find some clips and react to them. Stop reacting to the same goddamn fucking clips that everybody else reacts to.
Under 7 inches, your is small. You need to start training it. You need to start taking the proper supplements. You need to start exercising it. You need to be training your junk, bro, so you can make it bigger. Can you? Your penis, it's a tissue. It will never be elastic enough if you don't train it. You can grow your size. It's gonna take time. It's not gonna happen tomorrow, but you can grow it big.
Hey, Maxis, regarding the McLaren, I had to reach out to the director of service for McLaren USA yesterday. Last night I reached out to him. I gave him all the information and I'm just waiting to hear back from him with the details. I had to go outside of my fucking the local McLaren dealership because they were just wasting my time at this point.
Bigger, because that girl that's telling you that this.
Can you?
No.
Richard, please tell me we can.
No, Mike. This is basically the fucking ad on the port site that says, "Grow, take this pill." Blah blah blah. It'll grow.
You should watch Jidion. I caught a fan trying to meet a 13-year-old girl. It's funny. Is that a new video though?
2 inches.
What a dick, bro. What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, it's crazy. It's suggesting to guys that you can train your dick. How do you even do that? How do you train your dick, bro? You put like a weight on it?
Yeah.
Fucking train that bitch. No, that's crazy. You can't grow your dick. I'm sorry, man.
But how many men, young people, I imagine, I saw the
oh my God.
a bit of the video, they're like, oh shit, this guy's gonna tell me how to get girls, and now he's gonna tell me that my penis could get bigger.
Bro.
I'm gonna subscribe.
I'm gonna subscribe. No, I can already imagine the 14-year-old kid in his room. Gotta train my dick. I don't know how, but I'm gonna train that dick. Yo, I don't know what he even does. I don't even know how you train a dick, bro.
Give me a watermelon.
Oh my God. Okay, so that's basically like he has delusional things also. He's very delusional. The big piece of the content that he does is basically he does Instagram, TikTok lives and gets random guys on the stream and the guys tell like their problems or what they can do better and he gives advice.
Okay.
So a lot of times there's real guys with real problems that want to better themselves, but most of the time, I think they're trolls that just act like they have problems, and this guy takes them serious. But the guys that come in are clearly trolling, but this guy doesn't recognize that. Like,
you think so? Or he's doing
no. You'll see. He's super serious.
Okay.
Like, he gets offended even. Like, you'll see.
I don't like working out because it hurts.
Oh, little boo boo. You need somebody to help.
We said, "Oh, little boo boo."
It hurts. Oh, guess what, buddy? Everything in life hurts. You're a man. Getting in good shape is gonna hurt. Going through rejection is gonna hurt. Learning how to make money is gonna hurt. What is the hardest thing you have experienced in your life? Nothing.
Yeah.
You're 21. You have a roof over your head. What are you even doing with your life? Are you in school?
No, I'm taking a couple gap years.
How is that possible? How you get to afford to take a gap year? Did you go to high school?
Yeah, I got a high school diploma, yeah.
And your parents are allowing you to stay in their home. You don't got to do nothing.
No, I'm unemployed. I just play games mostly and socialize and party.
You don't have a job?
He said he plays games, socializes, and parties.
Actually, like, what the fuck are you doing, man? What are you doing? You said socialize? What the fuck? Like, socializing is becoming an activity now that you do. Like, it's just supposed to be part of the human experience.
Max says, I only shoot with the gimbal, and I think that is FPV when it's just flat. I don't do the ups and downs or any of that. I just shoot it with it flat.
But this guy's like, bro, I socialize, I play games, I touch my keyboard.
I'd have to look at the gimbal itself. The problem is that the gimbal, I keep it in the front of my car, in the frunk, and I left it in the car when I dropped the car off. So I haven't had the gimbal for 3 months either. But I think that it's the setting where you only keep it flat. It doesn't go up or down. It's not like loose. It's just completely flat.
It's like,
it just pans side to side.
You're doing nothing. Just say you're doing.
Because shooting with everything open is too hard.
You play video games and you wondering why girls don't text you back.
I've paid for girls to like.
You've paid for
Homie
girls.
said he's paid for
The more you
girls.
talk, the worse it gets. You've paid for girls to do what?
Sleep with me.
Where did you meet them at?
My house.
Imagine being like 18 or 19 and still having to pay for. That's crazy. Pathetic.
Well, not my parents' house.
You got to be kidding me, right?
Nah.
Where did you meet these women at?
On a website.
I can't even believe some of y'all are real, bro. Aren't you like ashamed of that?
Nah, I mean, my life's pretty good right now.
Let me say, nah, my life's pretty good.
It's not pretty good.
You're broke.
You're undesirable to women. And you're living in your mom's house. You can't even get a girl to sleep with you for free. How are you?
Right there, that all the things that he said right there is my problem with this guy. The guy says my life is pretty good, and his counter argument to that is, no, your life is not very good. You're fat, so physical. Of course, physicality is part of like your well-being. So he's fat. He gets no women. So that's part of having a good life for him, having lots of women and basically money. Let's say it's part of the typical red pill.
What are these two soy boys talking about? What the fuck are these two soy boys talking about? Look, my thing with FitX Fearless is I think he's sus, but most of his advice is pretty good. These guys are soy boys. He's gonna say that him not being fit and him not having girls is not detrimental to his life. I don't agree. I don't agree at all. I think that they're key components of your life. And it doesn't matter if the kid says he's happy. He's not, man. He's not living his best fucking life.
Things that they say to have a better life. And that's always been my problem.
They're wrong. They're wrong.
These guys think life is so simple that once you have these things, you're done. You're happy. I don't think it's as simple as that.
Noah's saying that that's the only core component of life to make you happy. But if you don't have those things, you're definitely not going to be even close to being happy. That's what we're saying.
I think there's so many other things that you have to take into consideration. For example, working on your personality. Like, if you have a personality like that revolves around women, money, I don't think you're going to have real friends in your life. I don't think you're going to have good relationships. And I think good relationship is the base of having a good life. Because once you have good relationships, you're just happy. Yeah. So this whole thing pisses me off because I don't think it's only going to be beneficial for people who actually like just need to be told go to the gym. And I think this guy might be the guy for some people, but for most people, I don't think the advice that he gives is going to be good. Look at this.
Do you guys agree or do you disagree with these two soy boys? Because at first I thought they would have a more nuanced fucking take, but this take is ridiculous. Like, what is he saying? Look, we're not saying that if you have money and you have the physique your life is going to be perfect. No one is saying that. But we're saying if you don't have those two things, you can't complete the balance of having it fucking a satisfactory life. If you're missing those two things, you're fucked, is what we're trying to say. You have to have everything. You have to have every fucking component to be successful.
This guy, for example, what did he get away from this? He's fat, he gets no women, and his life should be miserable. What advice did you give? You just gave an observation, and they're negative observations. So I'm not sure what you're doing here. So anyways, let's just keep playing.
You still live with your parents?
Yeah.
You're 21 years old. Are you in school?
I was, but I kind of took a break.
A break from what? I have never heard so many men need breaks. What were you going to school for?
I was doing computer science, but I'm not a big fan of the math. I actually failed one of the classes twice, and I was just like...
So then why didn't you switch to something different?
That's what I've been talking to like advisors, trying to figure that out.
So how long have you been on a break from college for?
Probably like 2 semesters.
Goodness gracious, bro. What is going on with men? You're not in good shape. You're not in school. You're not making money. You're not getting girls. How are you okay with this? Go get your testosterone checked, bro. Something has to be wrong with you.
Something has to be wrong with you.
Let me see him raise some woman.
Excuse me. Excuse me.
It's good, but it's
Nah.
like they took enough sweetness.
Hey, excuse me. How's it going?
Good, how are you?
What's your name?
Vale.
Ballet.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
I'm from here, but I'm Colombian.
Oh, you Colombian? Oh, I think you look nice. I can take you out.
No, thank you.
Okay. Have a good one.
Straight up like this?
It's garbage, Mike. It's garbage. That's literally... If he took his stats, you know how in video games you can have stats like strength, dexterity, intelligence. He put everything in looks. Everything in looks. He has no intelligence, no no fucking dexterity.
Now this part I do agree with them. Sorry, I was on the phone. I was talking to the service advisor. No, this part I do agree with them. He doesn't have any fucking skill. His advice is good. His advice works in theory, but you can't just be all looks. All looks and all clout. Yeah, I knocked on my desk.
He has nothing. He has just looks. He presents himself in front of the girl and says, "You want me?"
So they are right on this topic, this part. They are right on this part.
Boy, holy shit.
That's basically what he does because he has no game. He has no game.
Yeah.
And I don't even have game. And I can do better than this. I promise you. I promise you.
Go right now. I'm a woman right now.
Hey, yo, pause.
Colombian woman.
Homie said I'm a Colombian woman.
Oh.
I started with what's good, homie? Hey, yo. Nah, bro, that's that. Okay, maybe I should shut up. All right, let's.
She knows.
Why would he record this L?
Bro, what the fuck? She didn't even look at me, bro. She looked at you. Yo, excuse me. How you doing?
Hi, I'm good. How are you?
What's your name?
Sophia.
Recording L's.
Born in Moscow.
Moscow?
Yes.
What are you doing in Miami?
Just trying to do some stuff.
Trying to do really?
Do some stuff.
You visiting?
No, I actually live here.
Model.
Oh, really?
Live here, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. You just moved here?
Kind of. Long story, but I mean, I lived in Fort Lauderdale. Now I'm back here again, but.
Okay, how come the move?
Like he doesn't do this often. I can just tell he's a he's a Tinder god. He's a Tinder god.
Tinder god.
He just goes on Twitter one last time. Let's do it. In real life situations like this, you can see him bugging, bro. You can see him bugging.
No,
they are right though. They're right.
The society that we live right now, because a lot of men are lost.
Yeah,
and
that's the guy that we're looking up to.
Break up.
Breakup.
For the best.
Damn.
For the better.
And this might be the stars aligning then.
Oh
right?
yeah, for sure.
Really? So what do you do for fun?
I was doing insurance, but I'm kind of like more heading towards the real estate route, so I do that and then modeling, but not only fans, just modeling.
Okay.
Homie said, "What do you do for fun?" And she went right into her fucking career. That's actually funny.
Yeah.
All right,
like
cool.
commercial and stuff like that. Yeah.
Where you heading to now?
I was actually gonna go.
Like that, bro. You can't be like.
There's absolute
question.
Yeah, it's just question after question. There's no riz.
Bro.
This is literally a bot, bro. Literally.
ChatGPT.
Yo, what's your favorite?
ChatGPT.
No.
What's your favorite movie?
Grinch.
What's your favorite TV series?
How I Met Your Mother.
What do you do on Friday nights?
I don't know.
All right, can I have your number?
Sure. Do you think It's because you have a woman.
Nah.
No.
Nah, even if I was single, I would not fall for this shit, man.
Sure.
I would naturally get more into shape because I would.
I said the same thing though. You cannot keep just asking question after question after question. In fact, don't ask her any questions at all, dude. Just ask her her name, where she's heading, and then fucking start talking about yourself. I've said it 20 billion times. Bro is lame as fuck. Got no game, bruh. 100% I agree with you.
Be in the market. Not that I'm not trying to get into shape right now. I'm looking crazy.
Did you fart? They don't talk about friends. They don't talk about family. Main thing is bitches and money.
Yeah.
And you're gonna be a sad little boy if you follow this guy.
Yeah.
So don't do it, please. Follow us. We're gonna talk about God.
That's a crazy sales pitch. Don't follow this guy. Follow us. How many followers do these guys fucking have? Let's see. Oh my god. I knew it. I was like, these guys, you can tell they're kind of just starting out. 105 subscribers. I'll check out this channel later. Like I said, it just showed up on my feed randomly. This is like a discount album preach.
Okay. All right. Leave a like, subscribe, follow, share. Let us know if you like guys like this. See you on the next one.
Ciao, peace.
But it's a good video for a beginning channel. I think it is a good video. But I don't agree with everything they said. There are some things that they were right about, some things that they were wrong about.
By now, everybody has gotten tired of dating podcasts. With the Sure mic, anybody can get on and become.
Can you react to Jidion Premium? I caught a fan trying to meet a 13-year-old. I will, but let me get through this playlist first.
An expert. And of course, the number one criticism of these podcasts is that the guys who are creating the content are typically.
Let's see. Let me pull it up on my phone really quick. I'm not the biggest fan of that type of content, especially with Jidion, but we'll check it out. Let me just pull it up on my phone first.
Hypocritical and don't live what they're talking about. No Fugazi podcast. And also, many of them are insecure about things themselves, which we're going to talk about right now. Speaking of insecurities, let's introduce Myron. You see, Myron was very insecure about his hairline.
One day ago, 1.1 million views.
Value man he had a gaping balding spot on the top of his forehead. Kind of looked like the George Jefferson.
I'll add it to the playlist.
Back in the 70s. But hey, he was insecure and he did something about that balding spot.
Myron shows off his new hair transplant, and Sneeko says he's balding.
My hair is back though. Y'all see that?
Yeah,
Look at that,
back.
baby.
It came in.
It's back, man.
Yeah.
Full head of hair is officially back. I remember I was talking, Myron, you're bald. Myron, look at the back of your head. The hair is back though, man.
And it doesn't even look like surgery hair. It looks like real hair. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like you.
Sneeko. Sneeko's such a fucking asshole. It has like 3 or 4 more videos in it.
Basically what they did was they cut a scar around the back of my head.
You can't see the scar, really.
You can't see it?
No.
Yeah, they cut a piece of your skin, bro, cut it open, and then there's hair follicles on that skin, and they pluck out each hair follicle and put it into the parts where your hair is thin. So for me, my thinning spots were up here and in the back. And it's still not fully done all the way up here, but
it's gonna keep going?
Yeah, it's gonna keep going. Oh, okay. And I'm like doing a bunch of other shit. I'm like, I'm not taking
the hair transplant is crazy.
I'm using like the hair foam.
If I lose my hair, I'm just gonna
just hold out?
I'm just gonna go.
Nah, bro. Don't give up.
I'm starting to bald.
Don't give up, man.
Yay, Myron! You got a new hairline. Celebration music! When Myron got a new hairline, he was on.
Oh yeah, I saw that clip. I think I might have reacted to that. Sneeko was like the only one who showed up to that kid's fucking birthday party.
A fire. No.
But you already know the rest of those guys are fake. That's why.
Nothing. And then he made a new change. You see, instead of looking at himself as a guy that has all these women, he wanted to change up and he got a girlfriend. I believe her name is Angelica. I believe that's her name. And so he started to really brag about how good of a girlfriend she was.
You know who's smart? My girlfriend is smart, man. Don DeMarco Frangiola.
Oh, he does have a Don DeMarco.
And the thing is that, right, we don't argue. I do what the I want to do.
No.
She's loyal to me. It's monogamy.
Homie went on the internet and said all this stuff. Let me guess something is not right. Something is quite wrong. Oh,
Nice
here
on
we
her
go.
end, open on my end.
Here we
You
fucking
know where she's
go.
at right now? She's hanging out with my parents up in Connecticut, living a great life. She don't got to worry about.
Yep.
Right.
Now that bragging was not really about her. That bragging was about him. You see, my girl is so great. She's in a faithful relationship, but I'm in a monogamous relationship. And you know, she's over there with my parents right now in Connecticut while I'm out here.
First of all, his girl's a Colombian. Womp, womp, womp. Let's see what happened to him.
Here in Miami clapping other cheeks. So masculine and he's running everything. And this is how most dating podcasts are. These guys ultimately want to make you believe that they are the expert when clearly these guys might be paying for these girls to say this or they're complete simps. Let's introduce into the room popular comedian Drewski. Now, Drewski is one of the most popular short form comedians right now in the country. He rakes in a lot of money every year. I believe
everybody loves some Drewski. Can't go wrong with some Drewski.
I believe last year was over $12 million. The year before that was over $10 million. And he's doing this thing. He has huge brand deals.
Timothy says, bro, I fucking hate these dudes. They act like some dude. They act like some fucking Alpha Sigma Skibbity Toilet Andrew Tate type shit. Fucking hell, get a life, you cunt. W. Drewski.
But remember, Drewski used to date Ruby Rose, and I believe that Myron
was an L.
took a lot of shots at Ruby Rose, and most likely Drewski.
Dating Ruby Rose was an L.
Also has a relationship with Kai Cenat, and we all know about what Myron recently said about Kai Cenat.
I wasn't even alive when the towers were hit, man. Look. He's a successful streamer. I'm not going to take that away from him. But what I will tell you is this. He don't know about women. He's going to have to get burned a few times to learn this. Bro, the worst thing you could do when you got money, status, and fame is get with a girl that also wants some money, status, and fame, bro.
So Drewski decided to give Myron some
that cut on Drewski is crazy.
And the clip that Drewski made,
what the fuck
right
is
now
that?
It's at 26 million views. Dudes think that money can unlame them.
What is that shit though? What is he doing?
How much are we? 250. 250. That's life.
Just got my nigga right. House call. You straight? You straight? Yeah. I got shit on too.
Man, just keep funny as hell, man.
Clean. Shut the fuck up. Exactly. Come on, man. We off that. 50-50. We off that. 50-50. Nothing. Hold your head up, King. Your crown is falling.
So as you can see, Drewski went and got a fake hairline,
funny as hell.
That hairline of Myron, and then blatantly put up the Fresh and Fit podcast logo with him and some other guy talking just like Fresh and Fit. This is exactly what they do. And Myron got...
I ain't gonna lie, Drewski's a fucking king for that one, man. You can't make this shit up. That shit was funny as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. I gotta go look up the fucking clips now. I gotta look at the fucking... That was funny as fuck, man. Holy shit. He destroyed them.
Mad, and he responded.
Yeah, Drewski made a video on us, that fat bastard. You know, it's funny because he makes that video talking shit, right? And it's like, bruh, you're too much of a coward to even come on our show because of your sponsors and brand.
Drewski just be trolling and people take it to heart. 100%.
But you want to sit here and talk about us when we're giving people real advice. I mean, if you took good advice, you wouldn't have wiped up Ruby Rose. That's embarrassing. Dude's putting videos out, kissing her and doing vacation, all this other shit. He could sit there and say it was a marketing scheme all day. Bro, those were your lips on her, though. Again, that girl's a whore. So that's a L.
I do agree with that.
But the comments on this was crazy. Myron, this one hit you right in the hair transplant. Myron saw a painted hairline and took the whole thing personally. You got cooked, my boy. LMAO. Hubert. Kai called in the hit on you for dissing his girl. Kai wins. Your digital footprint is one of the worst I've ever seen. You gotta come harder than this. Nah, gang, he got you on this one. Admit, this ish is funny. Feelings hurt? Cloud King goes, Myron, just because you a loser doesn't mean you can't make fun of actual successful people. All you do is put down women and that's your whole gig. And I think you hate women because you see them as competition. Damn, that hairline paint made you crash out.
Ain't gonna lie, it did. That was funny as hell.
Just take second place. LMAO, damn, Myron, you pissed off today, huh? And this guy, you literally use your podcast as a way to get sex from potential guests and then got ass mad when you were rejected. Sit this out, you jester. Now, let's talk about what Myron said about Drewski. He's too chicken to come too fresh and fit and get on the podcast. Well, I mean, I don't think he's too scared to come to the podcast. It's not worth coming to the podcast. Drewski
Bro got humbled by Drewski.
He's successful. He doesn't need you. He doesn't need your help. You see, you had an opportunity to still be in the game, but...
And Maxa says, yeah, kissing Ruby Rose is hideous work. Surely kissing her had to be like kissing acid or something. 100%, man. I have to say, look, you can make fun of everyone, bro. You can make fun of FitX Fearless. You can make fun of Fresh and Fit. You can make fun of Drewski. You can make fun of Kai Sanat. You can make fun of Abin Preach. You can make fun of Hassan Abi, Andrew Tate. The list goes on and on. Just because some people are wrong in some areas, sometimes they do fucking make sense in others. And I gotta say, like, Fresh and Fit, they make a lot of mistakes. They say a lot of dumb shit, but sometimes they are right. And the Ruby Rose thing is 100% right.
But you took yourself
That bitch is disgusting.
And this is why nobody big, for the most part, collaborates with you guys anymore. You know, you guys used to have all of the guys in the industry coming up there. And then once you started doing your stuff against the Jews and just saying silly stuff and clan meetings and all of that.
Clan meetings is crazy.
Your money, man. And hey, some people are just not gonna go where there's no opportunity. Nobody can get any money from dealing with Fresh and Fit, but we all get money roasting Fresh and Fit. Remember, Abin Preach got 1 million. I got a few thousand, and I'm still not done stopping.
Getting $1 million from roasting these niggas is crazy fucking work. Jesus fuck.
Grifted you yesterday for a few hundred. I'm gonna grift your ass again for a few hundred, and I want you to keep making content so I can keep grifting off of you, my grandkids. Stop the show. Ladies, I don't have any kids yet, but if you want to send me those cheeks to my email, pounditoshay@gmail.com. We'll leave the light on for you. All of us make money talking about you. It's more lucrative to talk about you than talk to you. Talking to you doesn't get any money, but talking about you is a gold mine. Literally, Myron, if I really need...
Hey, but I'm not gonna lie, talking about Drewski and Kai Sanat is also a gold mine. I made one video with Drewski, it just had Drewski in the title, and that shit got so many fucking views, and there were so many people coming into the fucking stream.
Needed to spend or make, let's say, a few $1,000s.
I actually don't think, if I put Fresh and Fit in the title, I don't think I'll get that many views, if I'm keeping it real. Maybe on the video after it posts, but not while I'm streaming.
In a month, and I needed to basically...
Because these niggas fell off.
All I need to do is go to your Twitter all day and just sit there and just watch and just grift. And I would be able to pay anything off because you guys are so hated and you're so silly, you're so monetizable. And Drewski just got 28 million views or 26 million views off of talking about you. He's doing the right thing, okay? And I would tell the rest of you guys, don't go to Fresh and Fit Podcast, make content roasting Fresh and Fit Podcast. That's actually worth more of your money because you're gonna go there, fly there. They're probably not gonna let you on the podcast. They probably won't let you talk. They're probably gonna be rude to you. Stay in your house in your pajamas, talk about them, and get thousands and thousands of dollars a month. The economy is there for it. So guys,
crazy.
It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Drunk. I appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe to the bell. We're out.
Okay, let's check out this Drewski video. Let's check out this Jidion video. Let me just pull it up really quick. See if it's gonna make me laugh or it's gonna make me angry or what exactly is gonna happen here. I'm just not a big fan of Jidion. But let's see. Yeah, my computer is acting crazy too. Jidion, premium. Sometimes he's funny, sometimes he's not. Let's see. Okay, up here.
relation to one.
Plus, the video's long, bro. God, what happened?
On Kenobi, a 21-year-old cart pusher and inspiring technical engineer.
Why is it not going into full screen? I jumped over to fucking using Google Chrome to avoid these kind of fucking issues with like the lagging.
And mega fan of the channel. Jidion. But instead of meeting Obi at, let's say, a meet and greet, we instead meet him inside
EDP watch,
trying to pierce our 13-year-old decoy with his lightsaber. On today's episode, we make shocking discoveries while also trying to get inside the dark side of Obi. On this episode of EDP Watch.
Oh my god. Almost said EDP Watch.
What's good with y'all boys, man? Welcome to another episode of EDP Watch. Today's one, I'm not gonna even lie, man. I think I'm literally gonna have a talk with this kid. His name's Obi. Obi-Wan Kenobi. You were my only hope, but not anymore because you're coming to meet a 13-year-old girl. And the crazy thing about Obi is he's a young kid, bro. He's 21 years old. And when he first started messaging our decoy and she had said that she was 13,
also controversial take. I think these guys need to be taken off the road, definitely locked up. But I think that the fucking means to doing it, this isn't the appropriate means. It's like fucking watching humiliation porn.
he just like was saying basic stuff, so I was like, okay, that's good, man.
That's why I kind of don't, you know.
And he has to get on a phone call, and I guess freaks come out on the phone call.
Are you really, bro? Are you really 13? For real, bro?
Homie said, for real, for real.
I mean, it's wild, but at the same time, you're pretty though. So it's like.
And so Obi's right now at Walgreens buying condoms to meet the one, the only.
Damn, that's crazy work.
Why is he trying to smash this, man? You're Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, this one's actually kind of sad, man. This one's kind of sad. The chat log is basic, but you know, he's a straight to the point dude. He just wants to. We got a PD on standby for this dude, so they're gonna come and pick him up. But like, it's really sad, man. I low-key see myself in this dude. Like, I mean, minus the EDP stuff. He's a young kid, man. Like, his whole future in front of him, and he's throwing away over some coochie. Like, bro, come on, man. Do better, bro. And I'm not trying to self-glaze myself, but he probably knows who I am. So this is the one picture you don't want to take with Jidion, man. Now let's get into the video.
Well, I guess he made it on fucking Jidion's channel one way or the other. Fucking crazy.
Where are you?
I'm literally inside your driveway.
Oh, okay. Okay, come on.
Are you nervous too, bro?
Yeah, it's okay.
Is this the thing you're talking about?
Yes. Thank you. Oh, you are tall.
Yeah. You're pretty tall too for a girl. Nice place, actually.
Yeah, well, it's just an airport.
He came all goofy, laughing and shit.
I'm so nervous, man. Was that the exact time you were talking about?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Oh, man. I'm just nervous.
How was your drive?
Bro, it was kind of hectic. Cause like I had to drive like 40 something minutes. Yeah, I don't know. This is the only one I saw.
Okay.
This is the first. This was like the only one I saw in my local 7-Eleven. You know what I mean? So
large.
It's embarrassing.
No, it's just large. Yeah, fucked up. I didn't even finish. Cause like those are the only ones I saw, bro. Let me just try these though. Are you really? You know? Oh my god, bro. That's crazy. Like you look older. You know what I'm saying?
You look a little younger too.
Bro, yeah, you see,
And he's all laughs and giggles.
So you've never hung out with like a younger girl?
Nah, never. Bro, why this shit wet? Is it meant to be that way?
I don't know. You've never used a condom? I don't know.
I've never used a condom in my life.
Did you try?
You mean, did I try to put it on?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let me try to put it on. I'm not gonna lie, bro. See, you know what I'm really more nervous about? You know, I feel like I have a micro penis, man. I just feel like it's small, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know.
Oh my god, bro.
You might need to go get another one.
Probably, yeah. Whenever I'm hard, right? It's a decent size. But whenever I'm small, bro, this shit is like a tic tac. I'm being so dead. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't even shave down there. But I did take a shower though, okay?
Shit's cringe, bro. This guy, Timothy has me fucking watching cringe. Level 1000 plus cringe.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I don't know. Yo, I'm just scared. Like, it's only my second time, you know?
Is it?
Yeah, it's only my second time, like, just, you know, doing this.
You can sit down.
Yeah, let me just sit down. Let me just sit down. You don't mind my skin, you know, I've been through some shit, you know? Like, you're actually really pretty, you know? That's the thing, you know? Yeah. I don't know, like, I'm just nervous, really, that's the problem. I'm not gonna lie, bro, like, my age, like, it's just insane, like, the age difference, I'm 21. Is that bad for you?
No, it's bad for you.
I mean, it's not for me.
The crazy thing is he's digging the hole, but like, there's not even, Jidion hasn't even come out yet.
This big. When it's harder, it starts to add some size, but I was letting you know. Are you for real about doing this though? Like, bro? You are?
Maybe you're making me a little nervous.
Like, what the fuck is this guy on, bro?
You nervous? Like, just because I'm nervous doesn't mean, like, you know. Okay, should I just?
Are you gonna sleep over?
I might actually, you know. Yeah. I might. Would you want me to? You would? Okay.
Why is this guy autistic? Why is he looking straight and talking like that?
Hello there.
What the? Oh shit.
What the fuck?
Early and completely uncensored. Do you?
Maxa says, why was he so jolly, bro?
We have with these monsters.
Oh my god.
And do you want to support our mission?
I can't watch this type of shit, man. I can't watch this type of shit. It's too much for me.
EDP Watch.
EDP Watch. Fuck.
Extended, early, uncut, and exclusive.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Uncensored chat logs, audio calls, access to the exclusive Discord, and the chance to be flown out and do an EDP catch with yours truly.
Nah, that was crazy work. I ain't gonna lie.
For the low price of $4.45. So what are you waiting for? Pull a Marquise Brownie and speed on over to
Oh, man, Marquise Brown's taking fucking L's randomly.
What? Yeah. Oh wow.
What are we doing here today, Obi?
You know,
He's cooked.
Jidion. Wow.
Oh, you watch the videos?
Yeah, I literally know you too. Like, that's the thing. Like,
oh man.
I think that's what makes it even worse.
What's your favorite video?
Probably like just. Damn, I messed up. That's all I gotta say, man.
No, I'm genuinely wondering, man. I like to talk to my fans, bro. What's your favorite video?
To be honest, I don't even. I mean, I don't watch you like that, but like I
don't watch you like that. It's crazy.
Oh, okay.
Homie was glazing it. He fucking switched it up.
One of your favorites. One of my favorites is he came to meet a year-old girl. You remember that one?
I don't remember like watching like the like those type of ones.
Oh, you don't watch. Oh, you don't watch the EDP ones, huh?
Yeah, he fucked up, man. He fucked up.
I wonder why you don't watch those. How come you don't watch those type of videos?
I don't know. I just never, you know, encountered those times. But
oh, you haven't?
Yeah. All I know is that I threw my life away for sure, and I'm screwed. Really, you know. That's all. That's all I can really say about the situation.
What do the kids your age say? I'm cooked.
Cooked.
Yeah. How old are you, Obi?
Oh, yeah, I'm 21. I'm gonna be honest.
21. And how old was she?
She said she was, but honestly, like, I was like,
he said she was 12.
Okay, well, I mean,
I think I honestly got too prideful with it because I thought it was really like, I don't highly doubt this. There's no way. At the same time, I was like, nah, it's still a risk to take. I shouldn't do it.
I feel that, man. It is a risk.
Timothy said someone wrote in the comments on this video, dude watched the videos and instead of being disgusted, he got inspired.
And you said, damn, you're a minor. I didn't even know.
Crazy.
Like, your age is young. Then she said, oh, that's bad. And you said, I mean, I guess not if you don't think so. And then you kept on talking, but I was like, you know what? Maybe just keeping cool talk. I was actually really proud of you at this point, Obi. But then you got on a phone call with her. And I think you know what you said on that phone call. What did you say?
Oh, I forgot what I said.
You forgot what you said? I mean, we have it recorded, so I mean, if you need me to play it to like jog your memory.
Like, as soon as I saw her, like her picture, I was like, bro, she's probably like at least 16 or 17 at least. You know?
But she said she was
Yeah, I don't know. See, that's the problem. I just kept saying there's no way. Like that was the problem. Like, you know.
What's the problem?
I don't know why in my head I just pictured would be like look way younger. I think that was my problem. I was like.
So did you like the fact that she looked older for a girl? Is that what you like?
No, not necessarily that. It's more like I just kept doubting it in my mind. Like, bro, what is gonna finally
these fucking guys, man.
You know, like,
Well, Obi, you just told me you're 21, right?
Yeah, so I was like, okay.
I didn't doubt that, man. I believe you. You're 21 years old. So why
dumbass nigga,
doubt that you're about to have sex with a girl? Why would you doubt that?
The crazy thing is when they catch them, they start yapping. Like, why are you yapping, bro?
College or just like you see girls that just look exactly like her, and it's like, bro, I don't think she's gonna look. I don't think she's actually what she says she is. But it was at this point, it was still a stupid choice, decision.
I mean, yeah,
you said she should have just like ended it.
You should have.
But I just kept saying that she's just trying to like test me. You know what I mean? And that's really the thing with this type of stuff. You just like, oh, okay, she's gonna test you. You know what I mean?
What was she gonna test you about? What girls you mess with that come over and say they're like what girls you messing with, man?
See, that's the thing. I don't know why I decided to just take this.
No, I'm genuinely asking, man. Like, what kind of test are you going through, man? Because I think we got different answers and different questions for our way of life, man. But let's get back to what you were saying, because you said some pretty interesting things. You said you trying to fuck.
Homie's ass point blank.
Did you bring?
Hey, yo, you finna fuck? That's fucked up.
Did you put that one on?
No, I tried actually did, but I was like, bro, it's probably.
Can you hold it up?
I mean, but
and what size is that?
I think it's a large, whatever. Yeah.
Yeah. I heard on the audio thing that it was too big. Apparently.
I mean, yeah.
This is too much, bro.
Malfunction, or was it like a box error? Like on the box did it say extra small? And
I just saw thin, and I was like, oh, maybe it's one of the smaller types or whatever, like or something like that, or medium. I just never saw the day where I would actually get myself in this dumb type of situation. But now it's here, and I'm like, damn,
it's here.
This shit sucks, bro. Like,
do you stay with your parents still?
Yeah, I stay with my mom actually. Like, and that's what makes it even worse. I'm like, bro, I'm cooked, bro. But
what would your parents think if they knew you were here right now?
Yeah, they'd be mad. Like my mom doesn't even know that I even did this, so I'm actually screwed. Like my mom doesn't know, my dad doesn't know.
Did you tell them where you were going when you left?
My brother and his wife, like he's just gonna be.
He's cooked. He's legitimately cooked.
I mean, this is the most dumbest choice I made in my life, bro. Like, and I might have just thrown away my entire life, but.
Obi, you said you're trying to set me up when the decoy reminded you that she was. So
yeah, I was like, bro, is this like a setup? And
that's not a defense, homie. If anything, that makes you look worse. It looks premeditated.
Because honestly, it just taught me a lesson that this is not moral. You know what I mean? Like, I got too carried away with the whole morality shit, man.
I feel that, like Obi-Wan Kenobi, you don't have the moral high ground right now, man. I mean, if anything, you're pulling an Anakin. You have the low ground.
Yeah,
you have the low ground.
I feel God the most thing.
Oh, Jidion. Like I said, I don't like Jidion's content, but this is kind of funny. I gotta admit, it is kind of funny.
There's always repentance. There always is, man. He died on the cross.
I feel God the most, like when it comes to this whole situation. I'll be honest, like when it comes to just like on in the presence of man. I mean, it's just bad either way, like whether. But yeah, I definitely felt God the most, and honestly, I might actually officially be done.
You did fail God, but you also failed yourself, man.
Oh yeah, I failed myself.
When we called earlier. While you were on the way over here, because you drove about what, like 50 minutes?
Oh yeah, about like 50 minutes.
So you have 50 minutes.
Having 50 minutes is crazy.
Think a lot of things. And then when you were talking to her, you kept on saying, "Is this a setup? Is this a setup?" Why were you asking if it was a setup?
Because the fact that she said she was you know what I mean, and just in general, whenever you drive to like anybody's place, you know, or any place you've never been to, you ask those type of questions.
If it's a setup.
Yeah, like if you don't know, and you just met them off of a random chat site, you know what I mean? Because the thing is that I have met one girl off a chat site, and that was actually my first time I ever had.
And how old was she?
And we were really cool. We talked.
How old was she?
She was 19. And,
oh yeah, you said that earlier.
And then now.
Did you ask her if that was a setup?
I did actually. I think I asked her like, is this like safe? Like, I think I did ask her. I don't know if I asked for a setup. That
Maxon says this nigga was all jolly and shit not too long ago. Now I really want to get in like some post nut clarity shit.
Time, but either way, I think I did. Might have asked.
Well, why are you asking a year-old girl if this is a setup? And why are you asking also if the neighbors are gonna see you? Why are you worried about the neighbors?
I don't know. Like, I mean, because whenever you're just anytime you do these hookup type situation things.
Obi, can you be honest?
I'm being honest. I know y'all want to say it's along the age line why I wouldn't want to do this in front of neighbors, but it's more because like you don't want to get caught by any neighbors doing if you're trying to do a hookup or a sneaking. You know, you don't want to do that either.
Obi.
But then again, you know.
Obi.
Yeah.
Why did you come to meet a 13-year-old girl?
Man, Jidion's too much, man.
No, like.
Were your intentions to have sexual intercourse with her?
You know, honestly, yeah. But then again, I made sure that it was consensual. You know what I mean? I never force myself for doing it. Because
So 13-year-old girls can consent with older men?
I mean, see, yeah, that's the problem right there.
No, that was a question.
Yeah, I know. Oh yeah, you know, dang.
You ever see this crazy shit? Imagine you talk to your 13-year-old daughter and it came like this shit.
Well, I mean, forget about the law.
I didn't even use my sense when it came to like.
Homie wasn't gonna hit anyway, man. Homie was a fucking clown. This guy needs to be fucking locked up.
What's cool about being a...
I even told her
crazy.
on the phone ahead of time, like, we don't even have to like have sex. We could just hang out. You know, just be like.
Then what's the condom
start
for?
as friends. I brought it in just in case. Like I said,
He said he brought it just in case.
On the phone before, but then she's like, "Oh yeah, we got this list I'm doing." She was excited to. Oh, we want to have sex. I'm okay.
What do you do at Kroger's, man?
I just I work. I do I don't know how to explain. I just do bagging. I get carts in.
Okay.
Just the regular stuff.
You know what's crazy, man?
What?
When I was younger, bro, when I was 16, 17, I used to work at I worked at for 9 months.
Why are they blocking out the name now? He already said the fucking name once.
They would have me run the register and everything. So when I saw that you were saying that...
editing.
When I saw you were saying...
He said Kroger's already once. So, like, it's already out of the bag.
Like, man, this is a respectable dude, because I thought you were going to change. And I can pull up the chat. I can pull up the text right here. I can pull up the text where I was like, hey, I'm proud of it. I was really happy. I said, hey, at least he's...
Maxon says, I would rather this nigga order a prostitute than meet up with a kid, bro.
You got on that phone call.
100%.
And then you're gonna say, send the address. I'm trying to fuck you. For real now.
Homie was talking reckless, bro. What the fuck?
But I was really disappointed when I found out that you were gonna be one of our suspects for today. I was very disappointed, man.
I'm sorry, Jidion, to be honest. I really am. Because,
I mean, don't be sorry.
Because you're actually a really good, YouTuber. And for me to actually be on your channel this way, it was definitely the wrong way.
Damn, homie made it on the channel.
I would prefer to just meet you in the right way, like, oh, you know what I mean? Just,
West Dooley, thanks for joining the chat, man. Hope you're having a good day.
I mean, this is the last circumstance I would have wanted to run into Obi-Wan Kenobi, but you tried to put your lightsaber inside of a 13-year-old girl. You see, I thought you were part of the light side, not the dark side. You were sent to destroy the Sith, not join them. You joined them.
Honestly,
this is Darth Maul behavior. I don't even think Darth Maul would do something like this, man. I'm sure you guys didn't know that my Star Wars lore went that deep, but it does. It really does. What were you doing in the bathroom over there? The second time with the condom?
I was just trying to I was just testing, just like.
So you did put that condom on your penis?
I was just testing, yeah.
So that's a used condom right now. So that's a used condom that you have on my couch right now.
That's crazy. Crazy fucking work.
Yeah, hold on to your dirty condom, man. Man. What do you have to say for yourself?
I think my last words, before I'm officially screwed is just, I'm gonna just have to accept, going to prison, and I'm just screwed. It might be literally too, if I go to prison, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm gonna just take it like that, you know what I mean? I'm just take it like that, really, you know what I mean? Like, my life is over. It's done.
Well, I wouldn't say your life is over. I wouldn't say your life
I'm
is
literally
over.
screwed. I'm all over the internet. You have like millions of followers, so I'm already I'm gonna be shit.
You're cooked, boy. Pack him up.
Over. I'm not gonna sit up here and say that your life.
Pack him up.
Not, but your life is making a detour. What videos of mine did you see?
I think I saw like one where I think
pack him up.
Sleepover with like some girls or something like that.
Oh, you saw the one where I did with the sorority house?
Yeah, exactly. That one.
That was a certified hood classic.
Yeah.
But you never seen any of the Predator Catchers ones, I
He said, I wish I beat his ass till he bleeds almost to death and begs for mercy.
Okay, so then how'd you know this could be a setup if you've never seen any videos like that before?
Because,
That's what I was gonna say, Dooley. In the beginning of the video, this guy was jolly, laughing around. Dude is horsing around before throwing his life away. Homie was all jokes and shit.
But
so you knew it was illegal?
Of course I knew it was I knew that, well, actually,
now he's about to get packed up. Womp womp.
I knew that she had to be a minor. Yeah, she was a minor. Okay, she was a minor. I knew it was illegal. I knew it. I totally knew it. I guess
with the dunks. Never trust a nigga in dunks.
No.
Womp womp.
She was a minor, bro. She was a minor. I fucked up. I just kept on thinking that she was lying. You know what I mean? Because, I mean, look at her. She doesn't look. She looks like. I knew she looked like around my age. I'm 21. You know what I mean? So when I saw that pic, I was like, damn, she's trying to test me. I know how girls are. They like to test guys. And then,
What?
And that was when I.
What girls are you messing with that test guys by saying that they're 8 years under and that they're minors? What girls are you talking to that do these type of
They
tests?
don't say that, but they definitely just like they like to like they definitely just like to lie type of tease type of thing. But I think I took this one like south. Like I definitely took it the wrong way, and that's where I fucked up.
Oh yeah, you took it really wrong.
And once I actually came here,
Maximus says if this kid goes home, his dad is gonna kill him, or he goes to jail for a few months. When he gets out, niggas will know his face and might kill him. Screw. He ever getting a job, bro. His life is genuinely over. Bro doesn't know what the fuck to say.
I already knew it, and that's when I was like, that's why I kept asking.
Then why were you saying you were nervous if you thought she was lying? Why you kept on saying you were nervous?
Because like I don't really have sex like that. Like this is or just even meet up with people. I don't even meet up with people, to be honest with you. I'm very introverted, and also driving that much long way. It was just a whole process of nerve-wracking. You know what I mean? Going through traffic and all this shit.
I mean, I get meeting a girl for the first time like on a date or whatever, but can't you see how if people saw how nervous you were and they also see that you're coming to meet a young girl, you think they could put 2 and 2 together and kind of see why you're so nervous? Because I've never asked a girl I messed with if it was a setup. The love of my life I'm dating right now, when I first met up with her, I didn't ask if it was a setup.
Yeah. Is she really?
But this is why there's so many guys on the internet looking for guidance, because right now there's like there's an epidemic of lack of masculinity and guidance, and that's why guys find themselves in these types of situations, man. Like that's the reason why. This guy, they're desperate. There's too many dudes that are desperate and are willing to do anything to even trying, like, he's breaking fucking social norms here to try and fucking get some ass. And I think this is why we need people that fucking at least give these dudes purpose, because they have no purpose. They have no fucking purpose right now.
Like her, specifically. Now that we're like...
That's why you came here.
I didn't come here because of that, though.
You're your old queens right there.
If homie had some guidance in his life, he wouldn't be doing this.
It's right there in your pocket. Where's the packets at?
I hate all these preds, every one of them. I feel not bad for them because my younger sister almost got kidnapped by one at age 5, and older sister got raped by one.
It's on the table. 3 latex condoms. You were gonna use that one as a test, so you were gonna go 2 rounds?
I don't even know what those are the only ones I saw in the 7-Eleven. Oh, okay, let me just grab these. Terrible choice.
I mean, yeah, it was a terrible choice. I mean, these are way too big, according to you. I mean, those were your words. Like, we heard everything. I'm not bullying. I'm just.
Yeah, I know. I mean, y'all. I can be the clown show here. I already am. Like, I'm at this point. Y'all can just laugh. I mean, it's fine, but
there's nothing funny about this. You're the one laughing. Like, there's literally nothing funny about this.
I'm not even laughing though. I'm literally just. Like, what can I do? I'm not even. I'm literally not laughing. I'm more just.
Homie said I'm literally not laughing.
I don't know. Man.
Brandon, do you know what meeting up with a girl, like, do you know the crimes around that in the Houston area? Because a minor can't consent.
Yeah, I didn't even read about like that, because I don't even be studying like the law type shit. But
I don't study the law either, and I know all this, man. There's a lot of people that don't know a lick about the law, but they know they shouldn't be meeting up with girls that they met online and saying, I'm trying to you for real, and bringing magnums and trying on magnums in their bathroom.
Trying on the magnums was crazy. Homie was doing too much.
Maybe she's just trying to set me up in another way, but I'm gonna just test it.
You asked over 10 times and you got the same answers 10 times.
Yeah.
Well, you thought she was playing hard to get? Psych, I'm actually 29.
By the way, why is it that I have people on YouTube, like, it's jumping, the number jumps from 3 to 5 to 8, but the niggas in YouTube never fucking say anything in the chat. If you're watching this on YouTube, first of all, go hit that like button so the video gets ranked on the algorithm, we get more people in here. And second of all, Drop something in the chat, man. The YouTube chatting culture is trash. They never fucking say anything.
You find like that's actually what I was thinking, and that was the problem. I don't know why I was thinking that.
How you doing, officer?
All right.
Good. So this is Obi here.
Pack him up, boys.
Came to meet what he thought was a year-old girl. He brought these condoms. He also has a used condom in his pocket. He tried to.
Don't reach for anything. Okay, sir.
Yeah, he went into the bathroom to try it on, and then he sat back down here. Was telling her how.
Pack him up.
He probably had to go get a new one. Drove about an hour to get here.
Oh, well, it wasn't hard yet, you know, when I tried. But either way, that's regardless of the situation.
I appreciate it though, Dooley. You're like one of the only people on YouTube that actually leaves comments and stuff and like messages. Back them up, boys. What I was trying to say earlier, and maybe I didn't make my point clear, is that the same kind of guys that you see calling into FitX Fearless or following Fresh and Fit or Austin Dunham or doing like the looks maxing or the black pill dudes are the same kind of dudes that get caught in these type of operations. Like a certain percentage of those dudes will cave to the pressure and try and fucking get any ass they can get. And I think that, yes, we need to arrest these guys, but more than doing that, we need to, you know, give them purpose, guide them, because I feel like with guidance and purpose and opportunities, these guys wouldn't do these kind of crimes. Like this guy right here, I don't think he's like a fucking pedophile, to be honest. I think he's just a guy who's fucking desperate. And he's desperate, he lacks fucking judgment, and he lacks fucking willpower, and he fucking found himself in a situation that now is gonna fuck up his whole life, and he's probably unrecoverable at this point. So the most I can say is pack him up, but in the future, I think that other young men need guidance. They need someone to fucking inspire them and avoid these types of fucking these fucking missteps, you know? We need better parents to raise their damn kids right now. These parents are scared of fucking kids. The problem also, to that point, Timothy, is that you're right. Parenting has fucking, with the internet and modern society, parenting has fucking been destroyed, man. Most people, I've watched people parenting their kids and they just put them in front of a fucking computer and they let them do whatever the fuck they want. And in school, those kids are fucking buck wild. They're doing whatever they fucking want. So, or they become school shooters. My girlfriend's in the back saying they become school shooters. So I just think that society in itself is just fucking falling apart, at least here in the West.
Obi. I can't sit up here and say I didn't feel bad, but when you know that much, I mean, the excuse is like, oh, I just wanted to come. I wanted to see if she was testing me.
It's kind of embarrassing though, buying magnums and then they don't fit.
I think that was probably the most embarrassing part of the entire night. What you think about this, though?
He came over here with ill intentions, dog. It's kind of like, you know, this shit blow.
Nah, his life is definitely unrecoverable.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's gonna be on some fucking list, and that shit's fucked. He's fucked.
I'm very disappointed.
Let's see if my playlist got rearranged, because sometimes when you click on a video it's not in the playlist, it rearranges the whole fucking playlist. Did it? I actually didn't. Overall, it was a good video, even though, like I said, not the biggest fan of Jidion. I do think that he made a good move when he cut off all his hair and he just went full bald, because it was so annoying to look at him when he had that fucking half afro type fucking shit that he had before. Why is this lagging so? The next video is a little bit political, but yeah, overall W video. Thank you for sharing that, Timothy. God, this fucking outro is long as hell. The next one I think is about Kim Jong-un and North Korea. Oh no, it's not. It's Joe Rogan. Google's quantum computer.
Well, one of the things that I've talked to about with some pretty insanely brilliant people is quantum computing.
Oh, yes.
And this new Google quantum computer that can...
Now we're gonna watch Joe Rogan talk out of his ass about the quantum computer. I think it's amusing and funny. It's amusing and funny, but it's also troubling when you see people talk about a topic they're not that familiar with. Like Joe Rogan is 100% not qualified to talk about quantum computing, but let's see what he has to say. Let's laugh a little.
Do it essentially the way a quantum computer works, a problem that would take thousands of years.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Timothy. My parents beat the shit out of me. Trust Russian parents are strict, but either way, I was raised right. I respect women. I don't do drugs. I never will and respect raised right. I'm thankful for my parents. Yeah, the thing is that like I was saying, most American kids have no discipline. So they're gonna do whatever they want, and then they end up like this guy.
For every computer on Earth
I
to
saw that.
solve,
I've read that,
it can
yeah.
solve in a second.
Yeah.
Something that can take more years than you literally can understand, it can be solved in 15 minutes.
Yeah, I read that.
It's insane. And this is where it gets really weird. The way it was explained to me, and
The way that it was explained to him, I 100% am sure it was incorrectly, or he understood it incorrectly. They're not communicating with multiple universes. It's fucking a probability model. But let's hear its explanation.
You should have to Google how quantum computers work and why people connect them to the multiverse, so I don't fuck this up. But the idea is that they're pulling answers from different universes simultaneously. They don't even completely understand how this is working.
Joe Rogan always comes up with some woo shit.
Power in computing is incomprehensible.
Yeah.
Like you're only looking at it and there's numbers, you could write all those numbers out, but your brain's not capable of grasping really what's going on. Yeah. And it's probably the biggest breakthrough technologically in human history by a long stretch. And it's all happening without most people even being
Hey Timothy, where are you located?
of what the implications are. So see if you can Google an explanation of how quantum computers work. Was it Mark Andreessen that was explaining to us that it's pulling from different universes?
No, that.
Who was that?
Oh yeah, I think you did say that. Sorry,
Willow description.
You did say that. My girl's from Alaska.
Just to add, when I was reading about this, they said that these benchmark numbers are coming off of Google's own data. Like they're the ones that set like the scale of what some of the quantum.
Are you skeptical? Is that what you're saying?
I'm just
Are you calling bullshit on Google?
No, not at all. Not at all. Not at all. No. I'm just a grain of salt. Like just to say that, like I think they used tillions is the number or something like that.
Septillion.
That no one even can grasp that.
Yeah,
that's just based, but that's a number based off of their formula too.
Right.
That's all.
Right. What is the definition of how it works? The way it pulls from multi universes.
I think I'm trying to find it.
He's really fucking sticking with this pulling from multiple universes bullshit.
Too powerful to get from our universe alone. You'd have to have more than one, and I don't like. That's just
like what does that mean?
How do they even
exactly?
Get
what
to
does that mean? Right. What is that thing that they
That's
have?
a woo-woo explanation.
The chip itself. The chip itself is very small.
If you go look at the real papers, it has nothing to do with multiple universes.
This entire mechanism around it is
fucking
just
Joe
the
Rogan,
insane
man.
amount of
Joe fucking Rogan.
Okay. Google's quantum AI founder said the performance gains lends credence to the idea that we live in a multiverse. The idea is that Willow might be communicating with parallel universes to finish calculations faster. Like what does that mean? The announcement led Google's already high stock price to surge, which isn't that shocking, but perhaps most surprising for us laypeople that Google's quantum AI founder and lead Harmut Nevin said that the chip's performance lends credence to the notion that quantum computation occurs in many parallel universes in line with the idea that we live in a multiverse. And then it says, excuse me?
You're just reading this off of a random fucking website, by the way.
Caused a bit of a stir and it isn't exactly clear on how he made that leap. It sounds a bit like something out of a sci-fi movie. I'm not going to pretend I'm an expert, but it's worth pointing out.
Like, go to Google's actual fucking website and read what they have to about it. I would pull it up, but my computer's lagging like hell.
This is very weird stuff.
But they don't say any of this shit there.
Field that even people working on it don't fully understand.
3 hours later.
Okay, so this is what it is. One of the world's most advanced classical computers. Okay, here it is with this problem. So AI's founder and lead, Hartmut Nevin, said that the new chip had performed a purposefully complicated exercise called a random circuit sampling benchmark in 5 minutes. One of the world's most advanced classical supercomputers, on the other hand, it would take 10 and then 3 zeros, 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 years to perform the same exercise. That's 10 septillion years, which exceeds known time scales in physics and vastly exceeds the age of the universe. So it can do more time than vastly exceeds the entire age of the universe, and it can do it in 5.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
And the reason it could achieve
I did see that, Timothy.
mental improvement in calculating
And
capacity.
they're like suing them every single day. The fucking amount that Google owes them goes up a little bit more.
Potential of each of
I
those.
saw that. It was
at
so
once,
silly.
allowing it to record potential data much faster and come to the right answer sooner. So, like, what is happening?
That's too much information.
What do you mean?
I get it, but I don't get it.
What I don't get, how does that prove the multiverse or provide evidence that the multiverse is real? Like, and that it's getting it from parallel universes? Like, what are we even saying here?
It couldn't come up with those answers within the allotted time span.
That doesn't mean there's multiple universes, though. What they're saying is that the amount of time it takes exceeds the amount of time that the universe has been around. So if the universe has been around for 10 billion years, and the amount of time it would have taken a normal conventional computer to do the processing is 20 billion years, let's just say, the computer that they have now just resolved it in 5 minutes. They're not saying that it has multiple universes. It's just saying that the fucking processing speed is faster. That's all they're really fucking saying there. Like watching Joe Rogan is like watching two chimpanzees try to fucking do algebra.
All of this stuff, Sean. He's
in simpler language.
He would probably be able to explain it to you, Sean.
Probably.
He's like
well, he would give it a shot.
He would certainly.
I think he was the one that was probably explaining it to us in simpler language. Willow is doing one calculation while an unknown number of Willows in other universes parallel to our own are doing their own calculations, and they are sharing that data to avoid needing to individually do every possible calculation to finish the equation. What the fuck does that mean? How are they sharing data between universes? I don't know. Ask Nevin. Remember, this is all theoretical and doesn't prove anything, but Nevin is saying that the fact that it can outperform our best supercomputers by such a wide margin means that it might have broken Newton's theory of physics. Yo, what does it say under that, Jamie?
What does this mean for me?
Keep that going. Oh, put that back on. Scroll up a little bit.
It's right here.
Okay, this is what I wanted to look at. At this point, it's an exciting look at what computing might take one day, but it isn't something you're going to see in your next.
I kind of almost. He's making me want to go to like the fucking actual Google website or a fucking website where they explain quantum computing.
It has to be cool to
we can watch it, but it'll be so fucking boring.
Sealed away from.
But he's definitely misinterpreting this.
Such as microwaves, radiation, radio signals, etc., for fear of that noise leading to potential mistakes, and have specific signals delivered by purpose-built wires. Who figured this out? Where are those eggheads? Jesus
How did
Christ.
they even come up with that if that has to be the case? I don't.
How did they figure out that you have to do that?
It's like watching two chimpanzees try to explain fucking.
It's just brain damage.
That's one of the most humbling things that
Shakespeare.
I've found about doing this podcast is realizing how genuinely dumb we are in comparison to the amount of information that's available.
No question.
In June 2024, two nations inked a deal that made the world shudder. Dubbed the Comprehensive Strategic Partnership, this wasn't just another pact barely worth the...
This is a video about Kim Jong-un, the Ukrainian conflict in Russia, and the soldiers, I guess, that Kim Jong-un sent to Russia to fight. I saw this in my feed. It seemed kind of interesting. So I just added it to the queue because I thought it was going to be interesting.
paper it was printed on. It was a declaration of defiance against the US and its allies, wrapped in grandiose promises of a just and multipolar new world order. Sounds noble, right? Not when you know the players involved. Russia and North Korea. On one side, you've got Russia, a pariah state stumbling under the weight of its disastrous Ukraine war. On the other, North Korea, a nuclear-armed hermit kingdom ruled by a man with policies as striking as his haircut. But somehow, in this cruel, chaotic world, Russian President Vladimir Putin and Supreme Leader Kim Jong-un found each other. A match made in authoritarian heaven.
Admittedly, I don't know if this video is going to be interesting either. It's probably going to be boring as hell, but I thought it was, to me, it was interesting. I just want to see what they are claiming Kim Jong-un did to Russia, what his trick or plan was, or how he fooled them.
Before the pact between the world's most volatile dictatorship and the world's most belligerent wannabe superpower was even ratified, North Korea sent over 10,000 troops to Russia, a move NATO immediately branded as a dangerous escalation. But little did NATO, and even Putin, know that there was absolutely nothing dangerous about these troops. Think less battle-hardened warriors and more poorly rehearsed extras in a military parade. It immediately became clear that Kim didn't send his best. He sent his leftovers, and Putin, he fell for it. Let's break down this massive joke played on Putin and its implications for the war in Ukraine. To understand just how this farce unfolded, we need to look at these North Korean troops in more detail, where they are, what they're doing, and why Putin thought they were the answer to his problems. Though different figures have been thrown around for weeks, the latest
Russia and North Korea joining us. Funny, Putin sent Kim a fucking loin. No us.
estimates put the total number of North Korean soldiers in Russia at around 11,000. According to Ukraine's Defense Intelligence (GUR), about 2,000 of them have joined Russian units, while the remaining 9,000 act as a reserve force in what appears to be a strategy to fill secondary positions. These roles include guarding checkpoints, digging fortifications, and holding observation posts, tasks that free up Russian soldiers for frontline combat. However, some reports suggest that this could just be the beginning. Ukrainian intelligence speculates Pyongyang could send up to 100,000 troops in the future. Now, this would undoubtedly be an unsettling prospect if it weren't for how utterly useless these troops have proven to be. But let's not get ahead of ourselves. These North Korean troops reportedly started arriving in Russia in October, then traveled another 4,000 miles from Vladivostok to Kursk. The Kursk region is also where most of these troops have taken up positions, working alongside
North Korea has a border with Russia?
Motorized rifle regiment
Dumb question.
And the 11th Separate Air Assault Brigade.
They do?
Reports suggest that Russia has amassed a combined force of 50,000 soldiers, including the North Koreans, with a single goal: retake the territory seized by Ukraine during its summer offensive.
Excited to see the video, Maximus.
North Korean element aligns with Putin's attempts to solve Russia's ongoing manpower crisis without triggering a politically risky mass mobilization. With casualty estimates nearing 762,000 and recruitment struggling to keep pace, Putin simply needs every extra soldier.
762,000 soldiers have died? That's crazy.
Sometimes having no soldiers might be better than inheriting an army so inept that it's practically a liability, and Putin is learning this lesson as we speak.
Oh, a lion. I read loin. I was like a pork loin.
Rejects. Clumsy, unfit, and completely unqualified. They're less of an army and more of a collection of military misfits. But this shouldn't be surprising to anyone familiar with the North Korean military. Sure, North Korea might have 1.3 million active duty personnel, making it one of the largest armies in the world. However, that's all Kim cares about. Quantity. It's certainly not quality. The entire structure of the North Korean military is designed around brute manpower, not modern warfare. Training is minimal and outdated, so much so that some of the North Korean soldiers sent to Russia couldn't even hold a rifle without dropping it. Of course, there's nothing shocking about this, given that their training...
Sometimes I do think some of this stuff is propaganda, like this video might be a little bit of propaganda. He says they couldn't even hold a rifle without dropping it. Like, how? Do they have butterfingers? That's an exaggeration. It's definitely an exaggeration.
Is also limited by severe shortages. Fuel, ammunition, and modern equipment are all in critically short supply. Defectors from North Korea often reveal that many soldiers spend more time farming potatoes than firing weapons, as they are regularly diverted to boost the struggling civilian economy. Even the special operations units, the so-called elite, don't fare much better. Their equipment is often unavailable due to supply chain breakdowns caused by international sanctions and internal mismanagement. The absurdity of deploying such troops was laid bare in intercepted Russian communications, where one frustrated soldier exclaimed, "What do we do with them?" This sentiment, augmented by an expletive or two, speaks volumes about the combat readiness of the North Korean troops. But let's be honest, North Korean soldiers still have it worse than their Russian counterparts. After all, they're practically skeletons, walking embodiments of the country's chronic food crisis. So it's no wonder the North Koreans in Russia can't complete some basic physical tasks like jogging just 65 feet. Of course, this is no anomaly among a population accustomed to malnourishment, but the soldiers truly have
They
it
say
rough.
jogging 65 feet.
That hunger makes for tougher soldiers ensures that even military rations are meager. Their diet typically consists of barely edible scraps, boiled roots, a handful of corn, or on lucky days, small portions of rice scavenged from the countryside. Food desperation has historically driven North Korean soldiers to criminal acts, raiding civilian homes, food storage depots, and even military kitchens to steal anything edible. In one horrifying incident, 2 starving soldiers stabbed a civilian mother and daughter to death while stealing food from a kindergarten. It's desperation pushing soldiers to acts of barbarity. Even their
See what I mean? Do you see what I mean? Does that story sound realistic to you? It's like they fucking... It's so fucking ramped up. He said they killed a mother and daughter to steal food from a kindergarten. Like, I feel like that's an exaggeration. Has to be.
leaders fare poorly. One source described...
Like, I get these people are our enemies, but at the same time, like, you can't have the fucking story so outrageous.
High-ranking officers deployed to border construction projects who were so emaciated that they looked on the verge of collapse. Their gaunt appearance speaks to the near impossibility of maintaining discipline or cohesion among troops who can barely
Timothy says, I hate how the soldiers are so fucking dumb. Why do you serve a leader that is a dictator and doesn't give a shit about you, his soldiers? Dude, they do that because there's no other option. They have no other option.
stand, let alone fight. That's probably the case with the 3 North Korean generals reportedly sent to command the troops in Russia. Now, you might think, wouldn't these horrifying conditions in their homeland make Russia look almost like a haven to them? Well, the answer might have been yes, if the North Korean troops weren't also being starved in Russia. Despite initial reports that Moscow was treating the first batch of North Korean soldiers well to attract more, those hopes faded quickly. In fact, the only thing overflowing among the troops stationed in Kursk is tension. The North Korean soldiers who were promised better conditions have voiced their dissatisfaction with the inadequate food supplies. To address the growing unrest, Russian officials were forced to intervene. Major General Mevlutov, deputy commander for resource support of the Leningrad military district, was dispatched to oversee the situation. Upon arrival in Kursk, he ordered the emergency redistribution of rations from the Russian 11th Guards Air Assault Brigade. However, while the North Korean troops didn't find sufficient food in Russia, they did find another thing, an odd form of freedom. Deploying North Korean troops to Russia plunged them into a world they are ill-equipped to navigate. Coming from one of the most isolated nations on Earth, they have little concept of the outside world, let alone modern warfare. Tanks or farming tractors, it's all the same to them, underscoring just how ignorant they are about modern military equipment. But that's not the only thing they're ignorant about. North Korean defectors spoke of their astonishment at basic amenities like electricity, running water, and proper meals when encountering other countries. And even these are just the beginning. Reports suggest that some North Korean soldiers in Russia, exposed to the internet for the first time, have spent significant downtime consuming online pornography. Yep, Putin was promised disciplined soldiers, but instead received a culture-shocked contingent that can't fight, can't think, and is dangerously out of its depth. Kim has truly pulled off a masterstroke. He disposed of his unwanted soldiers while embarrassing his supposed ally.
Homie said they're addicted to pornography.
Putin is also at fault here. He might have gotten played by Kim, but he walked right into it. After all, what did he expect? That foreign soldiers with no Russian knowledge and no real-world combat experience would magically become an effective fighting force overnight? From these 2 issues alone, Putin should have known that accepting North Korean soldiers was a bad idea. Now let's talk about combat experience and where things really fall apart. North Korean troops are essentially...
The thing is, with these YouTube channels, you don't know what's real and what's not. I feel like a lot of this video is propaganda for sure. Timothy says they need to arrest Kim and get a new leader over there. His ass is death penalty. Yeah, that's not going to happen though, man. Realistically, it's not going to happen.
Rookies in modern combat. Their deployment in Kursk actually represents the first major battle these soldiers have seen since the Korean War in the early 1950s. That's over 70 years ago. Now don't get us wrong, North Korean soldiers have been sent abroad before, but these were small-scale deployments. During the Vietnam War, they sent fewer than 100 pilots and a psychological warfare unit. In the Yom Kippur War, they deployed 1,500 military advisors and specialists. But their numbers weren't the issue, their roles were. They were only supporting others, not on the front lines in direct combat. That's why their experience in fighting large-scale wars is practically non-existent. The The same can be said for other notable North Korean foreign deployments. In the 1980s, North Korea sent just 25 military advisors to Libya, and in 1987, 50 advisors to Uganda. The most recent instance was in Syria, where North Korea sent 20 specialists, though some reports suggest it could have been more. Still, these units were far removed from the brutal realities of frontline warfare. So when Putin thought he was getting thousands of highly trained soldiers to help in the battle for Ukraine, what he got were soldiers who've been out of action for decades. But this isn't a case of bad intelligence, as the misguided invasion.
You can't say they've been out of action for decades. They've never seen action at all. The people who saw action died like years and years ago. He has to say completely unexperienced fucking soldiers, what he wants to say.
Of Ukraine was. This was an absolute miscalculation on Putin's part. That's why he's now dealing with soldiers who have spent more time on parade than on the battlefield. And for any military operation, that's a problem you can't ignore. Another problem you can't ignore? A language barrier. This might sound trivial, but in a military setting it's a massive issue, especially when you're dealing with soldiers who already lack combat experience. Military coordination is complex and requires constant communication, precise orders, and real-time responses. So when you throw a language barrier into the mix, you get chaos, not a well-oiled machine. The North Korean soldiers in Russia are struggling to pick up Russian, with the language training reportedly limited to around 100 key military terms. That's just not enough when the stakes are this high. In a real battlefield scenario, even small misunderstandings can result in disaster. The Russians might have been able to teach them how to say attack, but without fluency, they're not going to know the tactical nuances. That's why even integrating these soldiers into Russian military units at lower levels
is fucking funny as hell,
to fit a square peg into a round hole. The Russians will have to rely on translators, which is hardly an ideal setup for real-time battle conditions where seconds count. So when Putin imagined North Korean soldiers seamlessly joining Russian forces, he might have overlooked one crucial detail. If these troops can't understand their commanders, they're not going to be able to execute orders properly, and their performance will be even worse than expected. Putin's humiliation grows when you realize what he actually got out of this desperate band-aid for Russia's recruitment problem, a direct hit on Russian territory. You see, Putin's decision to bring in North Korean troops has directly led to Ukraine getting the green light to launch long-range missile strikes on Russian soil. President Joe Biden was the first to authorize to use American-supplied ATACMS to strike targets inside Russia.
Honestly, I think that we probably shouldn't get involved in this at all. This conflict should be between Russia and Ukraine. We should have never got involved. Ukraine is a small country with a culture that is almost very fucking adjacent, similar to the Russian culture. It's the equivalent of us having a war with fucking Canada and then having China come in and fucking try to arbitrage. Like, I just think we should have not got involved from the beginning. My opinion, though. Crazy take, perhaps. We have our own battles to think about.
Storm Shadow and French Scalp missiles followed suit. These long-range weapons had been a sensitive issue for months, but once North Korean troops were deployed in Russia, Biden approved their use, specifically targeting Russian and North Korean forces in the Kursk region. For Putin, that means the battlefield has expanded.
Or am I crazy for that take?
Into the Russian territory, and now Russia itself is under attack. The very soldiers Putin thought would help him win are now indirectly causing him to lose even more ground. What a turn of events. And Kim, well, he's the real winner in this deal. First and foremost, he got rid of his worst soldiers, the ones who were more of a burden than a benefit to North Korea's military. Sending these troops to fight for Russia, where they're far from home and unlikely to ever return, was a perfect way to clean house. After all, we aren't talking about elite units, we're talking about expendable cannon fodder, easily sacrificed to the chaos of war. Then there's the financial gain. The Russian government reportedly pays North Korean soldiers $2,000 per month, and most of that money likely ends up in the state coffers, not with the soldiers themselves. For an
$2,000 a month is crazy. $2,000 a month is actually fucking crazy.
nation like North Korea, which has long struggled with economic hardship and foreign currency shortages, this is a much-needed cash injection. Of course, there's also the nuclear advantage. Kim has already started leveraging the alliance with Russia to enhance North Korea's nuclear ambitions.
Well, yeah, America's part of NATO, and we agreed to that. But honestly, that's American-led, and NATO's American-led, and that decision was mainly America's decision. I doubt the other countries in NATO are really fucking that enthusiastic about fucking supporting Ukraine.
In this regard, the Russia-North Korea pact could end up being a game changer. Moscow's help could pave the way for Kim to enhance his nuclear weapons program and bolster the country's standing on the world stage. And if that wasn't enough, there's the military technology exchange. Russia has reportedly promised to provide North Korea with MiG-29 and Su-27 fighter jets. though these are older models. While they're not the top of the line, these jets still represent a significant boost to North Korea's air power, which could prove vital in the tense airspace above the Korean peninsula. Finally, we have strategic positioning. By aligning with Russia and increasing his military capabilities, Kim is further cementing his position in the so-called New Cold War. The geopolitical dynamics are shifting, and Pyongyang is capitalizing on the rising tensions between the US, China, and Russia. Now a new powerful triad is emerging. With China, Russia, and North Korea at its core, this triad would position Kim's regime as a significantly more influential player on the global stage. Essentially, Kim got everything he needed: the money, the military support, and the strategic leverage. And Putin paid the price. Now this raises a question: why would Putin continue putting up with this crooked alliance? It's simple, really. He has no other choice. Behind closed doors, he can get furious. He can even threaten to send North Korean soldiers back, but publicly, he must maintain the illusion of strength in this alliance. Kim has already mastered this illusion. On November 30th, 2024, Kim publicly pledged North Korea's unwavering support for Russia's war in Ukraine, stressing that his country would back Russia's efforts to defend its sovereignty and territorial integrity. This strong declaration, made during a meeting with Russia's defense minister Andrei Belyusov, was carefully crafted to help Kim maintain credibility with both Russia and his domestic audience, while publicly upholding the facade of his regime's strength. Putin too needs to act strong, despite the nasty surprise he's received. The deployment of North Korean troops is part of the ongoing narrative that Russia isn't isolated, but actively building alliances with countries like North Korea, which can project a united front.
Democrats equal low IQ Karens screaming blue, pink hair, gay, satanic, and abortions.
Because doing so would undermine their image of strength, something
100%
must maintain to avoid losing influence on the global stage. But knowing Putin, this humiliation won't go unpunished. He might not be able to hit back at Kim, but his troops, they're as good as dead. Russia is almost certainly going to use the North Korean troops as cannon fodder, a strategy designed to absorb massive losses while trying to overwhelm Ukrainian defenses through sheer numbers and brute force. This approach is a hallmark of the meat grinder tactics that Russia has relied on in various conflicts. By deploying thousands of poorly trained North Korean soldiers into the front lines, Russia can launch massive, wave-like assaults intended to overwhelm Ukrainian positions, even if it means sacrificing those soldiers in the process. Though don't expect Kim to care much about the deaths of his soldiers. His regime has consistently viewed its soldiers as expendable, so even sending them to die in Russia's war is just another sacrifice in Kim's pursuit of military and political gains. And North Korean troops have indeed started dying in Russia. On December 1st, Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky mentioned in an interview with Kyodo News, a Japanese news agency, that some of the North Korean soldiers had already been killed in combat. The earliest reports indicating clashes involving North Korean troops came out in early November. According to the New York Times, the first engagement took place on November 5th, when North Korean troops, alongside Russia's 810th Separate Guards Order of Zhukov Naval Infantry Brigade, fought Ukrainian forces in the contested.
This war is getting old, though.
Although the skirmish was described as a limited engagement, likely intended as a probing attack to test Ukrainian defenses, it ended with a significant number of North Korean casualties, according to US and Ukrainian officials. Despite the absence of specific casualty figures, both officials, who spoke anonymously due to the sensitivity of the situation, confirmed that many North Korean soldiers were killed in this encounter. While the details remain scarce, including the number of fatalities, these deaths mark the beginning of what's likely to be a much larger toll on the North Korean forces. So who's really coming out on top here? Is Putin benefiting from this arrangement in any way, or has it only sealed his fate? And what about Kim? Will he truly get away with fooling Putin? Share your thoughts in the comments section below.
I think that fucking war is getting old. That's what I think.
You know, I've been talking about so much news content.
Let's see what Cloud9 has to say. You see how every time a video appears, it lags and then it locks up like it's doing right now? Like, am I gonna have to go back to Safari? Because Google Chrome is fucking letting me down big time.
My roots, man. Making hot takes and watching y'all.
We're watching one Cloud9. Like I said, I'm just going to a playlist, just random videos that appeared on my fucking feed that I thought were interesting. But this is frustrating. It is so frustrating to see how this thing is lagging every time a new video starts. Like, why is this happening?
Get mad at it. So we're going to throw a little throwback today.
Go, let's go, let's go. Play.
Why you should never date a 10 out of 10. I've already made a video.
We said why you should never date a 10 out of 10.
Channel, and it was just kind of raw, and I didn't really talk about it like I really should have. So let's go ahead and get diving. See, if you're confused of what a 10 out of 10 is, then let me just explain it to you. A 10 out of 10 is the most attractive girl or guy that you can get. A 1% beauty. Think from Beyonce, maybe Prime.
Yeah, he does make good content.
Maybe Michael B. Jordan, or I don't know. You put it up there. I know there's gonna be so many people saying, dude, did it? Oh my God, shut up. And see, in modern history, these 10 out of 10 people, beauty standards, whatever you want to call it, are usually considered the cream of the crop. Everyone wants to get crushed, cracked, and fiddled by them. But you shouldn't want that. And I'm gonna tell you what the fuck. Actually, matter of fact, I'm finna give you the whole guide. Now, see, to truly understand why you don't want these type of people, I gotta break these people down. See, when you're a 10 out of 10, usually you've been told you're beautiful your whole life. Every time you walk in public, people are telling you you're attractive, you're fine. If you're a guy, the girls are giving you them fuck me eyes. If you're a girl, the guys are giving you that let me lick your toes eyes. Or they're just straight up.
What the fuck was that? But like you said, Timothy, this guy does make pretty good content. What kind of fucking mic is that he has, man? Everybody I've noticed has either the mic that I have or they have the Shure SB70 whatever, 76 or 70 or whatever the fucking number it is. But I've never seen that fucking mic this guy has. That shit looks wackadoodle.
Sliding into your DM, saying they want to lick your toes and do some other weird things to you. See, this is common practice to these people, to the point where they get used to hearing it. They know they're beautiful. They know they're one of a kind. They think they're God's given angel. They think they're above everyone else most of the time. Some people,
because they are. Unfortunately, for the most part, they kind of are.
I mean, everybody tells you look amazing.
They get everything they fucking want.
Especially if you're a girl. I mean, society's already going to tell you look good, even if they don't think you do, because a lot of guys are just trying to hit, so they're just going to say whatever. But when you're a 10 out of 10, you actually look one of a kind. So whenever a guy says, yo, you're one of a kind, they're not just saying that to hit. Well, they're saying it to hit, but they're saying it because they think it's truly true, and they're just awestruck that they're even in your presence. I get the white off of my corners, bro. I'm looking like a 0 out of 10 right now. So, man, I'm gonna call that A. I'm a solid A. See, with the guys, if you're a 10 out of 10, usually you don't even need to go up to girls. They just go up to you. You never had the struggle of trying to get a girl. They always just come to you, so you just kind of take what you get. I got a homie who's considered by many to be a quote-unquote 10 out of 10. I've never seen him walk up to a girl and get her number. Yet, I have never seen him without a girl in his phone. He's literally living life on easy mode. I mean, we see people like Duke Dennis literally have attractive women around him 24/7, and he doesn't go after any of them. You live life on a different.
That Duke Dennis Riz is crazy though. I ain't gonna lie. I watched a video a few months ago when Kai sent on all these guys. The AMP house was out to like a bowling alley or some shit, and that shit was crazy. I ain't gonna lie.
Pedestal than everybody else, to the point where women aren't something you need to go after. They're just something you expect to just come up to you. And see, this messes both of these types of people's brains up. See, as a human being, you're not supposed to be treated as a god. When you're treated as a god, you start thinking you're a god. That's just how we think. We're all egotistical human beings. We all want to be praised, but we're not gods. We're human beings. So when we're treated like God, we start acting like gods. And when you act like God, you expect people to praise you, worship you, just because you exist, which turns you into a horrible person on both ends. Let's get to examples. You remember my homie I was talking about? Yeah, he's one of the coolest guys you can meet when he's talking to other guys, but the way he talks to women is absolutely crazy. He treats women with absolutely zero respect, and he gets
I'm trying to get the camera to focus behind me so you guys can see something.
I've seen him have 2 girlfriends, have his whole girlfriend take him to his ex's house just so him and his ex can have closure.
My girlfriend's in the back singing. You guys can see her.
He stayed at his ex's house for their entire night. He arrived there at 6 p.m. You get what I'm trying to say. Crazy part about this whole thing, his girl still stayed with him, and his ex actually drove him back to his girl's house. I really can't fathom and explain to you how crazy this guy be doing girls, and they just let him do it because he's him. I've also seen the same guy cheat on his girl multiple times.
Him is he.
Knows knows this. His girl sees him going off to undisclosed places with girls in front of his girl. Mind you, this is a different girl than I was talking about the first one. He broke up with that first girl who drove him to his ex's crib, by the way. I'm letting you know, he broke up with her, not her broke up with him. Y'all, I need you to understand this. He moved on from her, then got to this girl, and this girl seen him go with another girl to the undisclosed place, stayed there for 30 minutes, and then come back, buckling up his pants and all of that, and she didn't say a word.
Wow.
You may think, oh, this might be an open relationship. Oh, maybe they're not even in a relationship. Maybe they're going through hard times. Brother, this girl lets this man go through her phone whenever he wants.
It's because he's way, way, way above her, way out of her league. That's why.
This girl has no respect for him at all. This isn't just some random girl that doesn't have self-respect. I seen her date another guy before she dated this guy, and the guy she was dating before was on a strict no talking to girls limit. She would tweak out if this guy even breathed towards a girl. When she got with my homie, she let him do whatever he wanted. The reason why is because this guy is a 10 out of 10. She knows she's not gonna find that many more guys better than him. It's just what it is. But I know what you're wondering right now. Cloud. I don't.
Yeah, Timothy, every year there's a new one that they simp for. I don't remember who that was, though. I never really paid attention to any of those fucking hoes. I know who Bella Dolphine is because I saw a video about her once.
Believe what you're saying. I can't even fathom what you're saying. That's just not reality. Just because a guy looks good doesn't mean a girl would just let him do all of that and not get her get back. That doesn't make sense. Let me explain to you what a 10 out of 10 is for a guy, because I don't think you quite process what I'm trying to break down. See, a 10 out of 10 for a guy and a 10 out of 10 for a girl is different. A 10 out of 10 for a girl mostly has to do with her looks. That's just how society views it. But a 10 out of 10 for a guy is a little bit deeper than looks. Let me just let me talk to you for a minute. Let me explain. See, 10 out of 10 for a guy, you have to have 4 qualifications. One is, of course, looks. Every girl wants a good looking guy. That's just how it is. But looks aren't everything for a guy.
You gotta have everything.
There's a lot of good looking men in this world. So 2 is personality. See, girls like when guys have a good personality. You feel me? They just want to vibe with you. But something that a lot of guys don't realize is a girl knows if she's gonna like you before you know if a girl's gonna like you. The reason why is because girls talk to so many guys. They have so many guys that slide into their DMs. They have so many guys that want them that they get to talk to more guys than guys get to talk to girls, just because they have a way bigger option pool, because traditionally it's common for guys to hit on girls and not girls to hit on guys. So off of the first conversation with you, a girl's usually gonna know if she likes you or not, because she's gonna already group you into a certain personality type, and if you fit her personality type, you will get this hacker. 3 is sex. I'm just keeping it real.
That's why I always say the first date you meet them is the easiest day, unless you fuck that shit up.
You can ask any girl. It's true. Girls are way more sexual than us. They just gotta keep it concealed, because as soon as a girl expresses how freaky she is, he's automatically called a hoe. Y'all really think these women don't be gooning like us? Like, bro, they be gooning more, if not double the amount that we do. Y'all be forgetting, they don't have a cooldown timer. They can just goon 3, 4, 5 times back to back to back, and they don't feel no shame. If we goon 4 or 5 times back to back to back, we gonna want to commit suicide. I'm just keeping it real. A lot of the times, girls just be bored in their room if they're not outside, or they're not doing homework, or they're not an athlete. So you feel me? They just be getting busy a lot of the times. They just don't talk about it like us. They're a lot more secretive about that. So contrary to the belief, sex is for sure in the top 3. Actually, I might replace that with personality. I ain't gonna lie. I've seen a lot of girls just crack or let guys crack them, and they don't even like them. They just got good dick. But there's number 4. Now, before I get to number 4, I need to just explain something. You can honestly be a 10 out of 10 with just these 3. These 3 are truly the big 3 on how a woman defines you and defines you as a 10 out of 10. The 4th one is really just a plus and a bonus, but it also can be an additive if you don't have one of the big 3. And the 4th one is money. I just do it.
Money, status, yep.
I don't. That feels satanic. I'm not gonna do it again. Money could turn a DJ Khaled type of bill into a 10 out of 10 immediately. Nah, I won't say 10 out of 10. Nah, let's be realistic. But if you don't got money, you got the big 3. You are a 10 out of 10 in a girl's eye. For a girl to want to cuff you, you gotta have all 3. Just letting you know. But again, money can substitute. But back to what I was saying, my homie has all 3 of these. I'm just keeping it real. So that's why he can always get into a relationship and just keep it going, because a girl knows it's gonna be very, very hard to replace a guy like this. And if you was ever wondering why all these big name athletes can cheat on their girls and always get away with it, well, because they usually have all 3 or 4. And if you have all 4, you can slap that girl. She'll still stay with you. And usually basketball players are all 4, because even if they don't don't look good. They're tall, so that counts as looking good. The game is not fair, fellas. It's not. But at the same time, to all your ladies,
cheat code.
you should never date a man like this because of all of those reasons. Every single girl wants this guy, and he knows that, so he's gonna run through every single girl until he gets tired. Until he settles down with one girl who's okay with him running through every single girl he wants to when he wants to. And that's just how it's gonna be. And if you're not gonna be that girl, I hate to break it to you, buddy, but you lose. Because I hope you know, as that one girl, you can't cheat on him. He can cheat on you as much as he wants, but you can't do the same, or else his feelings will be hurt and you're kicked to the curb and on to the next. This is why I never understand why so many women want to date that athlete guy. Dude, you must just not understand the game. You must think you're the queen. Even if you're 10 out of 10, he's still gonna do you the same way. I'm just keeping it real. The old Boston.
You're her.
I didn't say it right. Basketball player. He just coaches them. He used to be married to Nia Long. He cheated on her with the Celtics CEO's wife. She didn't even look as
That's
good
crazy. The CEO's wife is crazy.
I'm trying to say these guys just love to cheat. Why would you get with a...
Timothy says, bro, I need some sleep. It's 9 a.m. I didn't sleep all night. LOL. Anyways, W Stream, man. Good to catch up on things. Hope you get your car back. And yeah, later, man. Peace. Hey, Timothy, thank you for joining the stream, man. I really appreciate it, as always. Great time in here. Go get some rest, bro.
A guy who's just gonna cheat on you, hurt you, but you can't do the same with him or else you're on the streets. It makes no sense, which is why you shouldn't get with this 10 out of 10 guy. But let's get to the girls. See, I'm gonna explain this in a very similar fashion as I did with the guys. This time, I'm gonna use a personal experience. And I know the person I'm talking about is gonna see this video, but I don't care. You need to hear this. Actually, I lied again. This has nothing to do with me. It actually has something to do with my homie. Let's go ahead and get into it. So a while back, one of my homies was talking to this famous IG girl. Hella followers, fine as hell. Like, I'm telling you, this girl was fine. And every guy she's ever met has treated her like an absolute queen. Like, my homie seen guys in her DMs literally begging just to drink her bathwater. This is the type of level that this girl was on. And see, my girl and my homie actually met in a very mutual manner. They started talking, they started vibing, and everything was seemingly perfect. There was only one catch. My homie wasn't the type of guy to praise a girl just because she looks good. And he usually would just treat her like a regular girl, but she didn't like that. See, this girl's ego was so inflated because of how attractive she was that she didn't understand how it felt to be treated like a regular.
Entitlement.
So whenever my homie and this girl disagreed on something, she would always be so confused because she was so used to a guy just giving in to her because she's beautiful. My homie did not give a single damn. If he didn't like something, he was gonna say it. And this caused so much conflict between the two that it was damn near impossible for my homie to talk to this girl, to the point where he ended up ghosting her because he was so tired of her personality.
I do the same.
To tell you, a lot of 10 out of 10 girls' personalities are just god awful. And the reason why is because they don't build personalities. They're too attractive. See, the whole point of a human building a personality is so that they could be better in a social setting. You might not think this, but it's kind of true. I mean, the people who you think have the best personalities usually talk the most because you get to see their personality the most. But when you're attractive, you don't really got to talk that much. You don't really got to build that personality because people are talking to you, starting conversations with you, and you're just answering questions or responding to compliments because you're just getting complimented all the time. You don't have to.
They're responding to compliments 24/7. That's the fucking depth of their fucking conversational skills.
Practice. So most of the time when you communicate, you're either asking for something or responding to a compliment or a question, which means you don't really got that much personality. And like I said before, these girls are beautiful, so usually guys just spoil them all the time because they want their approval or they just want to hit. They think that's the easiest way to do it because the girl has no personality. How else am I supposed to do it? So she's used to getting her way every single time with her look. So when you get into a relationship with this girl, she's not gonna pull her weight because she feels like she's too pretty to pull her weight. AKA, I hate to say it, but I am the table mentality. Oh, I hate saying that, bro. Let's not bring that back, but that's basically what I'm trying to say.
Get the fuck out of here.
He's the plate just because she's beautiful, and we're not doing that over here, buddy. Building a relationship off of imbalance like that, it's just a bad thing to do, and it's never gonna work out. And it usually doesn't work out because what that girl really wants is a slave that does exactly what she does whenever she does it, in exchange for her just spreading her legs open occasionally. That's what it is.
100%.
As a guy, because who's gonna raise your children? This girl that doesn't do anything for herself? What are we talking about? And if you're a 10 out of 10 girl and you get mad at me for saying this, well, I think I've reached the target audience. I'm sorry. Just because you look good doesn't mean you can't have a personality. Like, come on, man.
Get mad because they're getting called out.
You're a 10 out of 10 doesn't mean you can just cheat on your girl. Like, what are we talking about? Honestly, in my opinion, you should always date within your dating range as a human being, which also comes with self-awareness, because you got to be very self-aware of how attractive you are. If you're a 6 out of 10, you can't be saying you're a 7 or 8 on a good day. You're a 6, buddy. And when you're a 6, usually the highest you can pull naturally is a 7. And the lowest you should go for is a 5. And that's just how you should live life. And when I say a 6, 7, and 5, I'm not talking about a traditional grading scale. I'm talking about objectively attractive. Now look, I'm not trying to yap too much in this video, but I just gotta break this down real quick.
He is yapping a little bit too much though. And also just living your whole life on this fucking scale is ridiculous. But a lot of these fucking younger dudes really do be living on this fucking 1 to 10 scale. Like, you're crazy, man. Just live life like a normal person. Be normal. Be normal.
7 out of 10 as like a kind of nice average. Like, if you see a girl that's attractive but she's not really that attractive, you'll usually say she's a 7. Nah, she's probably a 6 or a 5. See, a lot of people are actually 5s, but people just want to be nice, so they give 5s a higher rating. Which is why when somebody hears that they're a 7, they think they're average. No, you're a 5. You're not even a 7. My dating scale goes like this: 0 through 2. You're ugly. No better way of saying it, alright? You're ugly. 3, you're just baseline, alright? You're not deplorable like 0 through 2, but you're just ugly. I can look at you though, like.
Look at you. I can look at you. It's crazy.
4 is you're ugly, but with some makeup, or maybe if you just did a couple things to your hair or something, grew out your hair a little bit, you could potentially be a 5, which is average. 5 is the biggest range on my scale. Most people you come across are most likely 5. Some 5s look good. Like you've all seen the girls that don't really got that good of a face, but they got a fat ass. Yeah, those are 5s. I'm just keeping it real. 6 is you look good.
The Bill Cosby thing was crazy.
Good. You don't look good. You're not fine yet, but you're okay. You feel me? If I show you to the homies or if I show you to the girls, they not gonna look at me like, why you cracking this? It's gonna be like, okay, that's straight. 7 is fine. See, if you're a 7, you're objectively attractive at this point. You show it to the homies, you show it to the group chat, the girls group chat. They saying, okay, girl, you got that. They giving you getting high fives. You getting yes queens around the group chat. That's what you get. 8 is bad. This is where I like a lot of the bad women y'all be seeing, or like the very attractive guys y'all be seeing. This is the range they're in. If you're dating in this level, you're up the cream of the crop now. And then 9 to 10 is top 1%. Not everybody's a 9, and damn near nobody's a 10. See, the 9 to 10 range should be reserved for the cream of the crop. That girl on IG.
Homie's talking crazy though. You're going too deep into it, homie.
Chance with that guy that got the money. He's 6'6". He looks good. He seems like he has a good personality. You know, he's packing. Yeah, he's in the 9 to 10 range. That's what we're talking about. These are rare people to come by, and you don't just come by them every single day. And out of this scale, you gotta be realistic about where you're at.
Overthinking this shit.
You want to tell me where I'm at? You can. I don't really care. Me personally, I think I'm right smack dab 7.4. I think I'm a 7.4. I think
he's a 7.4.
I'm pretty young. I got a good bank account on me. I feel like I got a good personality. I ain't over 6 foot, so I don't got that badge on me, but I think I look pretty good. Y'all might think I'm an 8, y'all might think I'm a 6. It doesn't really matter, but I know my range. At the same time, you're never finna see me with a 9, 10 out of 10. I know there's ulterior motives of why they're with me. And it wouldn't be a balanced relationship because that's just not my tier. That's not my range. The reason why you shouldn't date a 10 out of 10 is because they're not good for your soul. I'm telling you right now,
they're not good for your soul.
Your dating range, y'all personalities click, you will have a long and fruitful relationship, bro. Don't try to impress your boys or impress the girls and you try to get that 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10, bro. I'm telling you, if your boys or your girls are impressed, they're impressed for a reason, because you're not supposed to be pulling that type of person. If you're not supposed to be pulling that
type of person, they're impressed for a reason.
Maybe they didn't pull them the right way. Maybe there's more to it than you think. If something feels like it's too good to be true, it's always too good to be true. Never forget that. Appreciate y'all for watching. Go follow my Twitch if you want to hear me talk about more topics like that. Come chat with us in my Twitch chat too. You feel me? Come join.
Damn, only has 20,000 followers on Twitch is crazy.
I'll be posting 3 times a day on there.
137,000 on YouTube. Crazy. 48,000 on Instagram.
You feel me? Go tap inside. Plus my stories be funny, so tap in with me on that. Besides that, I appreciate y'all for watching. You know I love y'all. Thank you, and goodbye. Comment down below what y'all want me to talk about next, bro. I love doing videos like this.
With that being said, guys, I think I'm going to call it an end to the stream. I appreciate each and every one of you guys who joined. Thank you for the comments. Thank you for engaging. I'm tired. I got to go get something to eat and take a little break. So I'll catch you guys later. I don't know if I'm going to be streaming later on in the afternoon, or if not, you guys can catch me tomorrow. But let's call it an end. If you're not subscribed, hit that subscribe button. If you're watching on Twitch or Kick, follow. Man, this fucking spiel is getting kind of old. Just hit that fucking follow button, okay? Anyways, guys.